Damas y caballeros, welcome to En Mis Tiempos. I'm one of your hosts, George, and age gap, cheeks clap, trapped, Lakers in 5. I'm here today with Adrian, Alfredo, and Adriana. How's it going, guys?
What did you just say?
That's not mathematically possible.
Lakers in 5?
They're
No,
down
not anymore.
3-1.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Okay.
Not anymore.
All right.
Anywho.
So I don't think anything you said made sense.
Well,
Age
it
gap.
did.
Say
If
that
you
again.
it did. If you
Age gap, cheeks clap. Right? Is that
trapped, Lakers in 5. Well, I don't know if you have heard about the Shannon Sharp.
Okay, let's break that down. What?
Oh.
Anywho,
It went like this. It went like this.
Today's guest, Rebecca. Welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know. Rebecca? Is it Rebecca or Rebecca? Rebecca. I like.
Technically, I guess.
George is our fact checker today, so be quiet over there unless we ask you for something.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Or not. I mean, you can speak if you want to, I guess. I don't know. Can we talk about the biggest thing that happened this week to get it out of the way?
You mean the
NFL
draft?
Yeah. No?
Yeah,
Sure, let's do it.
Did you hear about the prank caller?
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah.
Did you hear about who it was?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
He apologized.
He
I know.
did.
Well, they made him
Well,
apologize.
they had
His
the
dad
dad
made him
had to. Yeah.
apologize.
Oh, the kid apologized. I thought it was the dad that apologized for the
Well,
kid.
he did too, but the kid apologized directly to the Sanders family. He called them and apologized.
Oh,
So,
that I didn't know.
if you have no idea what we're talking about, the NFL draft happened this past weekend, starting on Thursday. And the NFL draft, for you so you don't follow football, is when like the NFL teams get to pick the best college players to go play for their teams. And every year there are all these like football know-it-alls that predict who's going to go where, who's going to get drafted to what team, and all this shit. And there was this one kid, Shedeur Sanders, who was the son of former Atlanta Falcon 49er Cowboy Deion Sanders, who was supposed to be going in the first round, according to some people.
He should have made the top 5.
According to the world.
Some people had him as like the number 2 quarterback going, right? Two
Yeah.
or three, top 3 quarterbacks. There were 5 quarterbacks drafted before him. He went in the 4th round, 5th round?
Fifth round.
5th round.
Brown.
So, it was all anybody could talk about all weekend because I don't know why, actually.
I
Like, it's not the first time it
football,
happens.
and I was hearing everything about
Right.
it. I didn't pay attention.
So what do you guys think that it was valid? Like they did it on purpose?
Do I think it was collusion?
Not collusion, but
They were humbling him.
yeah,
They
that's
were
what I'm
humbling
saying.
him.
Is do you guys think it was? Because I think this happened last year at the last draft, but it was, and I don't know the kid's name, but it was a white boy, the one that every time they saw him, he was with a different girl. Like he took several. Do you guys remember that one?
No.
I
I think we're talking about Levy.
From what I remember, is he was supposed to
Levi
be the top
from
pick.
Titans.
What?
Levis? That's 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It could have been
I
2
don't know.
years ago. I don't remember when.
I'm assuming she
I don't
doesn't
remember how long ago.
know for sure.
I just
don't know.
remember he was cocky. He had a different girl every time they put the camera on him. He was supposed to be the first round pick, or he was like top notch, and he ended up like not even getting picked the first day.
I don't
Again,
remember that at all.
very humbling.
Yeah,
No?
I remember that
Do you know who it was?
because of it. I think it was him.
Let me
Because
see a
of his
picture.
what?
I remember him because of his girlfriend.
Oh,
Because he had a different girl every time they showed him
No, it
on
was the same
camera.
one. She just looked different.
No,
This
it
one.
was a different girl.
George?
I'm looking that up. Online.
Yeah, him. It was the same girl.
No, that's
Yeah.
I could have swore it was a different girl.
Well, anyway, so this guy was expected to get drafted on day 1, and he gets a phone. Like, I don't know if you've never watched the NFL draft, they like follow the kids around with a camera so that they can record and televise when they get the phone call from the team telling them that they're getting drafted. And this is on the second day of the draft, and he's at home with it. I don't know if he's at his house or his dad's house, whatever, with his family and friends waiting for the call. And he gets a call, and he picks it up, and somebody says, "Hey, this is whatever his name is, the
From
general
the
manager of
Falcons.
the Saints."
I thought it was the Falcons.
And it's the Saints.
Oh.
And the kid gets all excited, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna take you with the next pick or whatever." And then, which is weird, because then he says, "You're gonna have to wait a little longer. Sorry about that." And then he hangs up. So Shedeur's like all confused, like, "What the fuck just happened?" Everybody got all excited for him, but he was confused because he said, we're going to take you with the next pick, but you're going to have to wait a little longer. Sorry about that. Anyway, it was messed up. Like, our whole thing was messed up. And it turns out it was the kid of the head coach or the defensive coordinator or something like that for the Atlanta Falcons.
Ah, okay. That's where I knew there was Falcons in there somewhere.
Yeah, so the coach left his iPad unlocked and it had the contact information for Shador Sanders. So the kid got it from there, made the phone call, recorded it, posted it.
Stupid.
I kind of think that's...
You think that's why he
BS.
apologized or what? You don't believe that?
I don't.
100% believe that.
I
Sounds like
believe-
something I would have done.
Yeah, that's
Have you
the
watched the
ultimate
video?
prank.
Yeah.
That looks genuine. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
no,
like-
he
Oh, no.
definitely
I believe it
confused.
was a prank.
You think his dad gave it to him?
No,
I don't
there's
know.
no way.
I don't know.
That's what do you mean? Were you never 21 and stupid?
21 and stupid? Yeah,
in front
but
of the whole country.
again,
everybody
this-
Well,
watching?
you know what? They didn't have phones when I was 21 or I would have been in front of the whole country.
I thought it was a great prank, but it was fucked up. Which usually great pranks are fucked
Yeah,
up.
no,
True.
100%.
I'm actually glad that they humbled him because
Didn't
I
they
think he was way too big headed.
Didn't they say that there was teams that he wasn't going to play for?
Yes.
Like, that they released like, oh, he won't play for this.
The
team.
Browns,
Play for this.
the team
The
that
team
got him.
that got him.
I was going to say.
Did they release what teams he wouldn't? But I've heard about that where
His
there
dad-
was like a
his
list.
dad said it, like-
his dad. Okay, I wasn't
He
sure
let
if they
everybody
had
know.
actually said, like, oh yeah, no, my kid's not playing for a specific. Like I know he said there's specific teams, but I don't know if it was like.
Yeah, the Browns was definitely one of them.
Yeah.
The
That's-
Browns is where
that's-
quarterbacks go to die. Like, they suck balls.
That's so sad.
Always.
But at the same time, I hope he gets humbled. Like he's way too big headed.
How do you know? Did you watch him play? Have you watched the interviews?
No, I've seen several interviews.
Okay.
I've seen interviews with him. I've seen interviews of him and his dad. Like it's just
Well, his dad, I mean,
His
his
dad-
dad is the ultimate
Right.
loudmouth, trash talking, big, like, he's just,
but his dad can kind of back it up. Like, fine, he's big headed. He has a record of whatever he's done, whatever. That's just who he is. His son,
what I'm saying is if
Isn't
you were
there
raised
yet.
by that guy, like, you're going to have a little bit of that in you.
okay, well, so don't get upset when the world humbles you.
I don't think he's upset. At least he hasn't said these things.
I mean, after the fifth round and he wasn't picked, he had a whole speech of they made mistakes and blah 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 blah.
That's what everybody says, though. I
Yeah.
mean, wouldn't you say that?
I don't know.
That's
I've
what
never
you're
been
supposed to say.
drafted.
Like, oh, okay. No, I mean, I should have gotten the fifth round because I suck. Like, what's he supposed to say?
Right, but just his demeanor is very.
Wait a minute.
cocky.
Wait a minute. This is coming from a fucking Packers fan?
Hater.
The exact
Did
same
you
thing
see
happened to Aaron
Lambeau?
Rodgers.
Was Aaron Rodgers known to be that cocky? I don't think he was.
To this day.
Oh my God. Seriously?
Recently, he's cocky now. Okay, not before.
He said, I don't remember what the quote was, but he said something stupid when they finally took him at 25.
and
Yeah,
look what
the-
he did.
24 teams that didn't take me are going to
Yeah.
pay
Yeah, something
something.
like
I don't know.
And then the 49ers owned him for the entirety of his career.
Really.
They did pretty much.
People were
Stupid
comparing
Niners.
them during this draft because he didn't get picked,
Aaron Rodgers?
right? Didn't he?
Yeah, they
He got picked.
Or
He
like
was picked in
late.
the first round, but it was way later than he should have been picked.
Yeah.
Tom Brady was the last pick.
He wasn't. He was in the sixth round.
But that's still like
It was late.
they
Joe
were
Montana was like the fifth round.
they were
Yeah,
giving
same.
him hope.
Jerry Rice was the third round. Like, it happens all the time.
It does.
But it doesn't usually happen. Like, nobody knew who fucking Tom Brady was. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
he wasn't supposed to go in the first round. So, I don't know. That's just funny.
Did they make him put him there? Yeah. Yeah. Just because of his dad and what he was doing and giving him all the attention. But is he really that good? I'm not really sure. I
I
don't
was
know.
I
just
never
gonna
watched him
ask
play.
that. I was just gonna ask if you guys think that he should have been drafted. Like I've never seen him play. I've heard he's good and that he's getting better. Like each year that he plays, he is getting better. But I just wondered if he was that good or if it's only because of the name. He's
I
a
haven't
Nepo
seen
baby, right?
anything. I haven't seen anything special.
Right.
He lost against all the big teams. He beat the teams he was supposed to sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Did you guys hear that article that
No, I
he
probably read it,
had? Shop.
but I didn't hear it.
Did you read that article that he interviewed horribly or something like that.
Yeah,
So
that too. I mean,
so essentially he's a nepo baby, and that's why he got.
I think he's gonna be
drafted
like
in the end.
Johnny Manziel.
I actually think he's going to be good. He's
We
going to
shall
play with
see.
a chip on his shoulder, and he has the athletic talent. Like, he just needs to get his head on right. Who's the coach over there? Yeah, who knows?
Fact checker.
Who's the coach of the Browns?
Oh shit.
See, he's over there goofing off. He didn't.
Colorado. You're in Colorado. What are you doing?
What?
We're all watching George.
Don't do that.
Type,
It's
misspell every word.
What'd you say about Johnny
Kevin?
Manziel?
I think he's gonna have a career like Johnny Manziel.
Stefanski? Is he
I
still the
could see
coach?
that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's a good coach.
I was very surprised.
Oh my
at
God!
what
Did you
happened
guys
to
see
him.
that?
Yeah.
That video of when they show the
When they drafted
When
him.
they
and the whole,
drafted him, everybody's
okay. Here
like
comes
yay.
What was what the coach gave him? I think they gave him like something to study or look at, and then he asked him some questions about it, and he wasn't able to answer anything. I think that's what it
Again,
was.
Because he
Before the game, before the draft?
Yeah, like
comes
for
across like an asshole.
interviews.
That's what happens when you don't need to earn it.
I
And that's-
wouldn't.
And that's what I'm saying, that he's going to be like Johnny, because Johnny didn't give a shit. He was just backyard.
Well,
football
no,
up
but
there.
like, I don't. You're saying that the team gave him something to study so they could quiz him on it during the interview?
I think so. Can you
I
fact
wouldn't
check me?
I wouldn't study either. You'd be like, hire me first. Like, I'm not going to learn your playbook
Yeah,
before you
I
hire me.
guess.
Well, that's true.
That's what they do sometimes, though. Like whenever like the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, even the cheerleaders, they make them know stuff about the team, the
But
history.
they try out for the team. And it's like
Aren't they
a
all
process.
trying out?
Well, the college is their tryout, their college career.
Isn't the interview part of that tryout?
Yes, the interview. Yeah, you can go interview so they can see what you're like as a person. But
So
giving
if-
you like test material and then giving you a quiz during the interview?
Is that wrong?
If it's
if
not
you're
wrong
trying to
if they're
convince
hold
me-
on. If they ask you questions that are relevant to the position you're applying for, just based on general knowledge, then no, that's not wrong. All day do that, obviously. If you want me to be your quarterback, ask me quarterback questions. But don't give me something to study before the interview. He would have to do that for 32 teams. Like, no.
Well, just look it up, George. Can you give us an answer?
He failed.
He didn't do it.
He didn't do what? Okay.
You're fired, George.
What the fuck?
But I hope his career doesn't go as he plans.
Why do y'all hate on him?
No, and that's what I was gonna say.
Shador?
I don't
I don't
hope-
hate. Like, I don't hate the
I don't
kid.
hate
I
him.
think
I
it's
just
good.
don't
What
think
happened to
he's
him is
as
good.
good. But
That's what I'm saying. Where I don't hope he sucks. On the contrary, I hope he uses that as
Motivation.
fuel, motivation.
Motivation.
Motivation. Motivation.
Colorado doesn't play in the SEC. They don't play in the Big 12. It's just a different conference, and the conference sucks that they play in. So he's just playing sucky ass teams. That's why he had all those the stats. I don't know. I just think he sucks.
What?
Well, we shall see. He's the fourth
I hope
string
him
quarterback
well.
of the Cleveland Browns right
Hopefully the Browns
fifth?
come up from.
now. Well, technically the fifth, yes.
Yeah.
But
Didn't
one of
the-
them's injured, so.
Did the Browns do good last?
No.
Okay. Thinking of
why
clearly
they-
another team.
Oh, well, they weren't that high.
And that whole thing, that was annoying.
The room he had built out?
Yeah.
That's
Again.
explain.
Yeah.
What?
What?
You had a room?
Yeah, he
Oh my God.
he
room
built
that
his
was
own room.
sitting
Wait.
in, waiting to be drafted. Like, he had this whole thing built out.
Wait, go back up. Does that say?
Legendary.
Legendary.
Oh, that?
Yeah, it's
Legendary.
essentially all motivational words to describe him as a person.
Not perfect being up there like 5 times. What was he expecting?
Well,
To go in the first round.
but that's what I'm saying. Somebody put that in his head. He didn't get that out of left field.
All right, George.
Who told him he was hot shit? Google that.
Study. Don't. Okay, we're done with Shador. That's enough.
Okay.
Anything else on sports?
We
We don't want to hear about Liverpool. Liverpool
won it all.
sucks. Whatever.
Liverpool sucks.
Wrexham.
Oh,
got
Wrexham,
promoted.
yeah.
They're in
Yeah.
the second division now. What is it called?
I don't know what you're saying.
What?
Wrexham FC.
Second division?
Yeah.
The championship.
Championship League? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. So they'll be playing against Liverpool next year or in 2 years.
I have a confession.
You have no idea what we're talking about?
No, that's not it. I cried when I saw the video of Luka watching his little video that the Mavericks made.
Oh,
him
you
at
and
the
a lot
home
of
game.
Dallas people did.
I'm not a Dallas person, and it made me my eyes water.
Yeah, it was
sad.
sad.
Like it was a genuine.
It made me sad.
It was genuine.
He was our next Dirk.
I got a
What are we
confession. Was that a confession?
That was it.
No.
No, but is that what you said? I have a confession?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have one.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to root for him as much as I thought I would.
Because of
The way
he's
he
a
is.
Laker.
Why?
Who are we talking
what do you
about?
mean?
oh well, yeah, 100%.
Crying,
I get
crying
that.
to the refs.
But you were okay with it when he was a Mav.
Yeah.
I was not okay with it when he
No,
was a Mav.
and no, even when he was a Mav, I would always yell at the TV and say, "Stop fucking talking to the refs. Stop crying. Just play the game, whatever."
Stop being a little bitch.
And now I'm like, I don't know if I can do it.
I don't
know.
feel like he does it in a whiny manner like LeBron
He
does
does
it.
it all game. I don't know.
Yeah, but he doesn't whine. Like he doesn't throw little tantrums
Or throw himself.
or throw himself like LeBron
Like he
does.
recently
No, he
did.
doesn't flop.
He recently
least not
flopped.
yet.
He
and
just talks to the refs.
All
He wants
dramatic.
to reason with them.
Do you think he's mostly right or mostly wrong?
50,
or do you think he's just a snitch?
50-50?
You're like, he's a
Snitch.
llorón.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you mean snitch?
You're snitching to the refs. Like you're.
You can't. No.
Can't what? Like what? He fouled me.
I
or-
don't know. I don't know what he
He
cries
just
about.
wants every call and you're not going to get it.
Oh,
Well, he's about to lose anyway, so it doesn't matter. George, he's losing 3-1.
Yeah, but they just injured what's his name?
Ant
Yeah.
now
No.
Come back.
injured, he'll still beat him. He's that good. Enough sports.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
Yep.
Did y'all watch The Last of Us?
No.
It.
no.
Good Lord.
Okay, wait. Can I? Okay,
She's like,
no
"You
one's
didn't
seen it
give me
yet, right?
homework."
Yeah.
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 I
Okay,
haven't
did you watch
seen
it?
Yeah.
Have you
I
seen the
didn't
first
watch.
season?
I didn't watch
Sorry.
last night's episode.
Okay, that's fine. But
Have you
did you
seen
watch?
the first season?
Did you watch the first season?
Is this the one that
George,
was a
really?
game?
We talked about it
Okay,
for
okay.
a year.
So-
Like,
what'd you-
I just went straight to the second season.
So what do you think of this second episode?
have you played the game?
Of course, I know what's gonna happen.
There's a game. I thought we were
Can
talking
you
about a
just tell
show.
us what's going to happen?
It's based
No,
off
I'm
a
not
game.
gonna tell you what
I
happened.
guess. That's what I was gonna ask.
For
It's
me,
off a
this
game, right?
for me the season ended.
Yeah, it's based off a game.
for
Okay,
you, the
what's,
season ended?
For me, the season ended. For me, the game ended that second. I turned it off.
Okay.
Oh, you were that emotional
So,
about
okay.
it.
So why did you tell us to watch it?
Dun dun dun.
He doesn't come back in the game.
I know you can't
Spoiler
spoil,
alert,
don't
guys.
spoil
Spoil
it.
it.
Don't spoil what?
Don't spoil anything.
We told them last week we were going to talk about it.
Yeah,
so
we
they
did.
didn't watch it. It's on them. Okay, we get 10 minutes of this shit. So if you don't want to listen to spoilers from The Last of Us, fast forward 10 minutes.
wait.
Fast forward.
Rebecca, have you seen
Fact
it?
checker.
I'm gonna be quiet for 10 minutes.
Keep the
then.
time.
have
You
you
ain't gonna hear me for 10 minutes.
have you not seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't even heard of the game
I've
until
seen
recently.
the previews, and I feel like I was supposed to know what the show was.
So it follows the game exactly. Well, somewhat.
Never seen the game.
His brother's actually supposed to be there at that scene to see that as well, but he's not. So I don't know where they're taking it in the story.
Right. I don't think they can't because there's only 2 seasons or 2 games, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
there's no fucking way they're stopping after 2 seasons.
No, not anymore.
So it's got to go somewhere else.
it's gonna go. So there's supposed to be a third game coming out, but that's
So now you're gonna know what the game is about.
hopefully not. But
You
anyways,
are.
so how did you feel? Like, did it bother you knowing that you're not gonna see him again?
It did because he was a big part of the reason I was watching the show.
Exactly.
It's kind of like,
Is it the main character? Are you talking about the main character?
Yeah.
Because I like him.
yeah, he's dead.
Oh,
Literally, the lead man in the show is dead.
The
Episode
reason
2 of the second season.
kills him off.
Episode
I feel like
2?
it went too fast. They could have stretched that out into a season.
Well, but if they're following the game and that's what happens in the game, I guess.
Fucking.
Or it's
Yeah,
like
but if they're
Jumanji
following
and
the
he's going to
game,
get another
then the show's
life.
over.
That's why season 2 is only 2 episodes.
Hold on. Or is it like the game Jumanji and he's going to get another life? If it's based on a game, like
Girl,
It's just
if
gonna
it's
I
respawn,
wish I could
right?
tell you that, but we buried him in the game too.
in the game too?
Yeah, he's dead.
Well, people get buried in Jumanji, don't they?
No.
This isn't the same. So.
They just fall out of the sky right after they die.
The newer Jumanji, not the old one.
I felt like the Fireflies, ex-Fireflies, whatever the fuck they are, that story could have gone a little longer because it was just
It was 2 episodes. It was like a half episode long.
Hold on.
and then
Storyline.
and then the people infected underneath the snow could have gone longer. Like I still don't know. Like
That
okay,
just came out of nowhere.
there's just
True.
1,000 people.
So this is like season 8 of Game of Thrones.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say they had night walkers.
pretty much. Yeah,
Can relate
Wait.
there.
I think that was rushed.
I mean, there's still a lot more that's gonna happen, but you know.
Not according to you.
Well, no.
No.
Whoa. What just happened?
Casper,
What did you kick?
the friendly
I'm
ghost.
not moving, dude.
Is it raining?
No.
It kind of
Yes, it
started.
is.
It kind of
Did
started
that
to.
stop, George?
A lick? I
stopped
think
up
it
here.
stopped.
This
Something
one.
stopped.
Hit it again. I'm gonna have to figure out how to splice that. What about the the one on the?
No, this is good. Everything's
That's
good.
good.
Is it raining or
Put on
what?
some candles.
I'm
Okay, the
telling you.
computer, the audio should be good because the computer's got battery.
Yeah. It's not.
That thing is not on a backup, so the video is gonna cut out for a second. So I'll need to fix it. Okay, Timmy, write down the time, please.
25. I got you.
And there's a little notebook with a pen in it right there.
I didn't see it.
Okay. If we just had a little power outage and everything came
Because
back
there's
on.
a tornado in Texas. We're recording during a tornado. You're welcome.
Is everything else working?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Okay, good. We're gonna keep going. Hopefully this goes well.
Turn off the lights. Put on some candles.
Yes, it'll be very romantic in here.
Somebody didn't like us talking about The Last of Us.
No, I think you'll like the no, actually no. Never mind. I was gonna say you'll like the rest of the season, but
Now that you
I'm
ruined
gonna
it.
watch it. I'm not gonna not watch it because it's a good show, but it kind of sucks.
I like the main
Like-
character. That's the only reason I wanted to watch it because I've been seeing the previews, and I like the main character. He comes out in other movies.
say okay. What do you think about Abby? Abby is the other girl that does the deed, I guess, to or
The Firefly?
yeah.
Oh, she's stupid.
She's also not a good actor.
Right.
Okay,
It was
okay.
very like
Forced.
Her reasoning
Yes.
behind it of
also stupid.
okay.
Yeah, that was stupid.
We're trying not to
I wish I
ruin
could
it.
judge too.
No, so this dude killed her dad because her dad was trying to kill his daughter, quote unquote, which I think is a perfectly good reason to kill somebody.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
now you're okay with killing people. Ugh.
I've always been okay with killing people.
No, you
for
haven't.
The right
You
reason.
always judge me.
No, because you just want to kill.
She's like,
You just want to kill people
I don't want to kill
For
anybody.
fun.
for fun. Yeah,
I
that's
just
wrong.
You know what?
No, yeah, whatever. She's dumb. She's a bad actress. That was a bad character. There was no character arc. It's just like, oh, you
Who's
killed
the
my father.
actress?
I'm going to kill you now.
Well, the rest of the
Can I see
season.
her?
Yeah, it was her. I was like, what? Really?
What character are you talking
And
about?
then you
I
don't
wanna
kill
see.
everybody else?
Yeah.
Like,
Live action.
Sorry.
Why
yeah,
you
because-
put so many
I
words?
thought the guy was pretty
Sorry,
good.
just leave me alone.
The guy she was with,
The guy she was with, yeah, he was a good character. He was a good actor.
good actor.
So Pedro Pascal is this guy, you
Yes, I
know,
know
Joel.
oh, I'll watch it.
Oh, she's cool too.
That's
Okay.
why I wanted to
So,
watch it.
I'll start watching it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, catch up then. We can talk about it at work.
Yeah.
Gladly.
This is Abby.
What other movie has she been in?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Cares.
Well, yeah, because I don't know who she is.
It's Caitlin Dever.
That doesn't.
That's her name. Okay. Who is
Well, we're not going to go through the characters. We were talking
Yeah.
about, oh, I was surprised she was in it. I didn't know she was in this.
Oh yeah.
She's typically funny. Was she not funny?
Well, yeah, and unintentionally funny.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm intrigued. I would like to watch.
Did you not watch season 1?
No.
Were you not on this
No.
podcast
I don't
yet?
think so.
I don't think so.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I guess they take forever with seasons.
I see. That's the other thing I don't like. That's like really hard for me to do. If, for example, if there's like 4 seasons of a show and then there's the 5th that's going to come out, like Stranger Things. I've already watched all the seasons. There's a last season that's supposed to come out. I don't even remember the show anymore.
Like 3 years later.
Yes.
I'm like,
I feel like
Yeah.
the ones that like I need to watch the show once it's all there. Like I
But then
can't wait.
I feel like it's too many seasons and I don't want to do it anymore.
No, absolutely not. It's
There's
that's
a
just
happy,
rewatch
gives
them.
me
there's a happy
something to do.
medium for sure. What's a happy medium? 3 seasons in?
because I won't
4
remember
seasons
like
in?
what other
3
one
seasons out of what? Because
Manifest.
You gotta
I started
start
Game of Thrones
somewhere.
5 seasons in, and it was 8 seasons. No, 4 seasons in. It was 8 seasons total, and that's not no.
But you
it didn't
knew
work
it
out
was
for
going to
me.
be 8?
No, I had no clue. I just
Yeah,
started
that's what I'm
watching.
saying. You can't know.
Well, somebody knew. Like I'm pretty sure they already knew.
Somebody knew.
Okay. Yeah, but
Did you watch Game
do
of
you
Thrones?
have sources?
I did on and off.
What kind of shows do you
On
like?
and off. Not good ones, evidently.
You don't know.
I don't watch a lot of TV.
That's good. That's a good
unfortunately.
thing. No, that's fortunately.
I like Black Mirror.
That's great.
Haven't seen that one.
Me
I
neither.
You
like
haven't
them.
watched a single episode of Black Mirror?
I haven't.
I searched it and I
What?
Is it on
almost,
Netflix?
I almost clicked
Yeah.
on one
What is it
just
on?
because I've heard so much stuff
Is it over?
and I didn't. I
No.
was like,
They just
Bro,
released a new one.
That's-
doesn't look interesting.
That's like
Yeah,
hands
I-
down one of the best
I
fucking
know,
shows
I've
on
heard.
TV.
Really?
Ever.
Can you please Google
And every episode is.
What do you want him to Google?
Black Mirror? I want to know what it looks like. What,
Every-
what are we
Every
talking
episode
about?
is different.
Yeah,
Every episode
Yeah,
is
Yeah,
that's
that
different.
was
what it
the
looks
other.
like.
That
It
was
says
the other
Black
thing.
It's about like
things.
the possible
Things.
maybe
Okay.
like
Okay.
negative effects of technology or
I've heard about it.
It's
Yeah.
about Black Mirror.
Okay, I've heard about it. No, I have not watched it, and yes, I have
She's in
wanted
it?
to. So okay,
a lot of people
George, you
are-
haven't watched it?
She's in it.
Look, Miley Cyrus is too. She's right there.
Oh, no, but I'll watch it for her.
Who is that? Who you
that will
pointing
be
at?
put on
That's,
my list.
from
Trinity?
Black Mirrors.
Is this she the mom from How I Met Your Mother?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't watch that show.
Yeah, she is.
There's a mom.
Dude, watch Black Mirror.
I
What
think-
I can't believe you haven't watched Black Mirror.
I almost did it.
It would like depress me after I would watch it. Like I'd have to take
Some
a break.
episodes.
And that
Almost
wouldn't.
did it.
That never
See, don't
happens
tell
to
me
me. Well, not in like a bad way where it's stuff that's happening real life, like right now, that is
It
not
makes you
far
think,
fetched.
right? It
It's
makes
not
you think
far
about-
fetched.
The shit that we do and where we're headed.
Yeah, like there's an episode where it's kind of like a Uber rating in real life. Like you're a human being, but you have like a
How
rating.
did I know you were going to bring that one up?
It's crazy because
That's one
I
of the
don't know.
most. That's one of the best episodes.
It really is because I mean, a lot of girls say like, "Oh my god, I wish like there was a thing where you could see
Rate
like
people.
rate other like where you could see other girls rating men, see if they're weird or creepy or whatever." And so you watch that, and it's like I never thought about all the negative effects.
bad
that
stuff.
could-
I've discussed that with somebody else, but it was pertaining to like employment.
It's called
Oh.
Glassdoor.
That's what I was just gonna say that, and then I was told about Glassdoor, but not a lot of people know about Glassdoor.
Yes.
But I had said the same thing where it's like I wish there was a place where you can hear what people say, like actual people that work there. And obviously, everybody's gonna have a different experience. Everybody has a different, just perspective. But if you can kind of get like go to a place where it's like, okay, well, this person is saying ABC and this one is saying something similar, kind of, and it helps you. But the same for employees.
Do you ever get like the perspective of, it's less common to make a positive review than it is a negative review? It's like if you felt a certain way, you felt some type of way about something, you're more likely to make a negative review than you are to go be like, oh, I had a great time, I'm gonna go make a positive review about my company.
We've talked about that
On
before.
this.
Yeah, we've talked about that, but I also mentioned that if I've had a really good experience, I will say that I've had a good experience. Like I'll at least try, because a lot of times they'll tell you, oh, can you do a Yelp review or a Google or
That's
whatever.
if they tell me to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah,
I
that's
don't.
true. That's
I don't not do
point.
it because I don't want to or whatever. It just doesn't cross my mind to go leave a good review.
unless they
But if
say
they're telling me, hey, if you enjoyed your experience today, we'd leave a review, and here's how you do it.
That's
Make
true.
it easy for
I've
me, and
never
I'll
reviewed
definitely
anything
do it.
online.
I do. When they ask me to, I do.
certain things I do. Even what I've tried to train my brain to do is review products. Not so much like restaurants and stuff, but like certain
Stuff you buy?
products. Why? Because I had a really bad experience with a product after I bought it.
And you wish somebody had reviewed it?
And no, it was like I wish I would have checked the reviews, because every review was exactly what I was going through. And just to for context, it was wrapping paper. That is
What?
that is you have
Do you ever wrap a present? I don't
You
want to hear
have to
it.
understand.
I wrap presents all the time.
No, no.
Like the corners were tearing
Hold
every time.
on. No. I bought wrapping paper because it was really, really pretty and it was glittery. But I didn't think
Oh, glitter.
It was too glittery.
it was too glittery.
Ruin your
where
house.
Fuck
Ruin your
that. You
vacuum.
couldn't use tape on it. You couldn't use duct tape.
Nothing would stick.
Nothing would stick. Like literally, I was so upset because I'm over here trying to wrap this gift like seconds before I walk into this place, and I cannot. Again, my fault for waiting till the last minute to do all these things, but whatever. No, the tape did not work. Duct tape did not work. Nothing worked. And when I went back to the reviews, everybody was like, this is Satan's paper. And even one person was like, I had to use not super glue, the hot glue gun. That's the only thing that would work. And it was funny.
Damn.
It was very funny after looking at the reviews. But it's like, oh, I should have looked at the reviews before purchasing this $4.99.
That's actually a funny
Glittery.
story.
So, have you seen? Sorry.
No,
You're not
go
done?
ahead.
Oh. Have you seen all 8 seasons or whatever it is?
Of what?
Black
Oh,
Mirror?
Black Mirror, yeah. Well, I haven't. I'm not
I've
caught up
never
on
watched
the
it.
recent one because Yvette wants to watch it with me, so I have to wait for her.
Have you?
That's
I
valid.
haven't watched the new season, but I watched everything before that.
Okay.
It's considered cheating if you watch without her, by the way.
That's why I'm
Thank
not
you.
doing
Just
it,
letting
yeah.
you know.
Grounds
Even
for
though
Those
she
are-
cheats on me all the
that's what
time.
I say.
Whatever.
Fighting words. Fighting words.
The reason why, like,
Cheats on
so
me
it's
all the
not a story,
No,
whatever.
they're all standalone
and they're all
episodes.
standalone. So when I looked it up, I clicked on it and I was looking and I was like, I'm gonna pick a better one, and then I'm gonna be turned
Well, I'll
off.
let you know. I'll just start. Let's just
Start from the beginning. Act like
fine.
it's
They're
a-
all good.
The
I
first
know,
season,
but
the
then-
first season is the
Yeah.
best. I think you could pick anyone in the first season. There's maybe one that's like meh, but
I think that's why I was like, I don't want to,
Yeah, you'll like it.
because then I was just
Because
starting.
you
your
picked
taste
out
and
one.
you like it.
I just start looking for shit, and then it's like, because I've done that before with other shows that are like that.
they're like little movies.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
long.
That's,
Are they an hour each or are they
I
30
went
minutes?
through
Like,
TikTok.
45 minutes to an hour and a half.
I went through a
Oh,
TikTok,
okay.
rabbit hole. I was like trying to get more information about him, and I was like, okay, I'm
But
gonna
Black
do it.
Mirror?
Yeah.
Dude, just watch
Just getting
it.
ratings, and then I was like, okay, I'm doing it, and then I was like, too many choices. No, I'm not doing it.
Anxiety set in.
Season 1, episode 1 is called the National Anthem.
Is that the one with the British, with the British pig?
The British.
Oh, yeah, there's a pig in it.
Oh my
Yep,
god.
that's-
No, that's
Just watch the first one. You'll be hooked.
So
Am I gonna have PTSD after this?
I
episode?
asked-
high key.
Maybe the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
I asked.
So maybe you watch the second one first.
Oh, the second one. I would say watch the second one first.
15
Actually,
What's it called?
minutes.
Million Merits. That's the one.
That's-
where
That's the one where they're stuck in a.
15 million
they're stuck
married.
in like a.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have to like work
That one's
to
good.
get out.
That was good. Yeah.
All right,
need-
so I asked Claude,
Fuck is Claude?
Anthropic, which is an AI.
Okay.
What the?
Why can't you just ask ChatGPT like
I have a
that?
So I
question
don't
about
do
that.
ChatGPT. Claude sounds more better.
Okay.
Sounds
Claude
cla-
sounds like
classy.
a person.
Claude or Anthropic.
Like ask Jeeves.
Number 1, San Junipero.
That's the
Ooh.
one she was
Okay,
talking about.
season 3.
I think that's the.
Oh no. That's
That's
a
the
different
video
one.
game one. That's
No.
where the.
It's
That's
a
the one-
often cited as a serious masterpiece with its uplifting love story and
That's the one with
nostalgic
the
1980s
beach
setting.
and the. No, you'll know.
I
it
need to
when you
watch
see it.
them. I need to watch them all.
It's like the
That's
old
it.
school one.
Number
Okay.
2, White Christmas.
White Christmas. What's that one about?
It's a special.
Christmas, that's
Give me
white.
the synopsis.
The complex anthology within an anthology starring John Hamm.
You did too
I
many ologies.
remember.
I don't remember that one.
Not enough.
The Entire History of You, season 1. The memory implant episode exploring
Oh, that is
relationship
a-
jealousy.
That one is. That's one that if y'all would watch it, we could talk about it here.
Which one?
Okay.
The one with the green.
Season 1,
Oh.
The Entire History of You. All right. Y'all got it?
That's
George?
crazy.
Season
What?
1, episode what? What?
Season 1, The Entire History of You.
Okay, I'll watch
Isn't
it.
one episode 3?
Yes. There's only
Okay.
3 episodes.
Imagine if there was a
Yeah,
device
that's
that was
like
in
the
your
first
brain.
season was,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, so it's
Then I
not
might
like
do
a,
that.
Yeah, it's like 8 seasons, but the first season was like 3 episodes or whatever.
All
Isn't
right,
it?
all right.
I thought it was like a full Game of Thrones
No,
where it's
'cause
like 20 episodes of season one.
2 hours
when
and
I
then
watched
2
the
hours
first
an
season, 'cause,
episode.
like, well, I want more.
I wanted more.
I'll do top 5. USS Callister, season 4.
Oh, that one's good.
That was good.
That one, I think that's one of my favorite ones. USS
Yeah.
Callister's really
Okay,
good.
so I have to watch.
That's
okay,
a
great.
Star Trek
We're
inspired
gonna do
virtual
this.
reality nightmare of George.
It's cool.
And Be Right Back, season 2. Emotional story
Okay.
about grief and artificial recreation
Oh, yeah.
of deceased loved ones.
So, do all of y'all have kids?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
except for George A.
All of us do, yeah.
So there's
Got
an
some adopted
episode.
kids.
There's an episode of Black Mirror where pretty much there's a device that you can put in your brain, and it can record all your memories, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, everything. If you could do that for your kid, like if they could put a little device in their brain where you could see where they're at, see who they're talking to, what they're doing, would you do it?
Where they're at and what they're doing.
Like the mom could watch
Maybe.
Where
the mom
they're-
could watch what she was looking at and where she was like on her iPad.
Maybe what they're thinking. No.
Not what they're
Not
thinking.
what they're thinking.
Okay.
It's like you're experiencing life from their like perspective.
Just what they're seeing.
Just what they're seeing, what they're hearing. Like pretty much just like watching a movie of what they're
Yeah.
looking at.
It,
and
it
what they're
basically
doing.
records your experience.
Yeah, but are we recording the experience just by
Just
seeing
audio and
it?
visual. Just audio and visual. That's it.
Okay.
You don't know what they're thinking. You
Thoughts
don't know.
okay. Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. So I'm like, maybe, but I don't want to know too much. You know, like I don't want
There's
to.
That's
no-
why it's either
there's
everything
no
or
cutoff.
nothing. Yeah.
No,
Like you either know it all, or you know nothing.
no.
Jon
I'm
Snow.
good with just looking at a map and seeing where they're at.
That's where I'm at. There's a
360. That's it.
you don't have kids, right? I know. Okay. What would you
Would I have
if
kids?
you had kids?
Oh, I'm like
What I am.
barely. I'm just kidding. I don't think so. I think it'd be okay to know where they are. I don't think I need to. I don't know. I think it ruins it.
It ruins what?
No, I don't know.
My life.
Like someone's freedom. You know?
So you know
Someone's
how,
privacy.
Someone's privacy.
Yeah.
I think.
but you know how we've discussed on here where knowing too much can, like, it's almost like it's a curse, not a curse. but
Yeah,
like-
Adrian said the name of last week's episode is "I Know So Much" by Adrian.
Okay, so
What?
that said, where it's,
Oh, it was.
I feel like that's a situation of as much as I would want to know, I think less is I don't want to know. Because it goes back to that where it's too much knowledge. Like if you are knowledgeable about a lot of things, it's almost like
That's where I'm not really conflicted. Like I know what I would choose. I know what I would do. I know what I am doing. I like, as you know, like to know things about everything, and I just like knowledge is important to me, and I want to know. I want to know everything. I'm not gonna like if I knew everything there is to know about my daughters, I still wouldn't interfere in their life. I would still let them do whatever they want to do. I would just know, right? But I also think that wanting to know means that I don't think I did a good job as a parent.
okay.
Damn,
dude.
I'm like, wait, why are we saying damn? That's a good point. That's why I'm trying to. I don't know. That's a trippy question.
It wasn't a question. It was a statement.
No. But hers, like
Oh,
in
yeah,
general,
yeah.
just where it's like, can you shut up?
Oh, look at this. I'm not going to be on my phone.
Oh, I was trying to find something.
That's
because
why that's
whenever we
searching
were,
for something.
yeah, whenever we were talking about
Now
reviews,
plug it in.
Just downloading Claude.
oh my,
What?
whenever we were talking about reviews, I was thinking about like my dad. He works for the government. He doesn't do that much at his job, so he does like a lot of weird stuff in his free time. And one of the things that he likes to do in his free time is write like Yelp reviews for
Is he
stuff,
a
but he
kid?
likes to make them funny. But he like tries to
okay.
make them funny.
Oh, I
and
need
like
your dad's username. Free help.
I was trying to. I'm texting my sister. I was like, "Hey, find his Yelp reviews because I want to read some of them."
I'm like, is he a Kyle?
Because-
Is he one of those?
No.
But negative?
It's not that he's like when he makes them negative, he's like trying to make it funny. Like it's like he's trying to make people laugh, but still be honest. I don't know. He has too much free time on his hands. He also like tweets at like politicians on Twitter, and it's really funny.
Oh,
but he
dude,
doesn't know
I
we
need
read
to
them.
meet your dad.
It's so funny. You should have him on this.
I was just
because-
going to say, is he available next week?
Well, my dad,
What's he doing
he
next
was
Monday?
he was
live
an
in
air
town?
marshal. Yeah, he's an air marshal.
Oh, really? That's
So
cool.
for the longest time, he's just flying. So all he does is like consume information. So if you want somebody who could sit here and talk for 5 hours, it'd be him. But me and my sister read his reviews and his tweets without telling him, and he doesn't know that we know that he does
It's
it.
an inside joke.
Yeah, so we read all his.
So
How
are
did
you
you
okay
feel-
with him finding out when he's here next week?
Yeah,
I was just
All
going
right.
to say, how did you guys figure out that this is what he did? Does he tell you, like, oh, I give these reviews, or you guys just figured it out?
we went somewhere and he said, "Oh yeah, well like last time we were there, I left them a review." We were like, "What?" And it was a McDonald's. So we were we were so intrigued that we were like, "We gotta find him. We gotta start reading these because who the hell reviews a McDonald's?"
Yeah, I know. That's weird. I need to meet your dad.
But it was like funny.
That McDonald's must have been really bad for someone.
like
Or really good. Why you got to be negative all the time?
no, it was bad.
Oh, no.
Because it's what? Have you been to the one by my house?
No.
I haven't
Don't
been
do it.
inside of McDonald's in
Like I
Don't
thought
do
about
it.
putting them
Dude,
in.
we went to McDonald's in
years.
1972.
Boston or DC?
Boston?
No, DC.
The burgers were still $2.
It was sketchy as fuck. It was a bad McDonald's, yeah. You know, like the one by the Greyhound station in Dallas?
Yeah.
I ain't
It was
going to
like
nothing near a Greyhound station.
I'm like Greyhound Station.
So we went to a
Where-
McDonald's in DC, and it was like the one by the Greyhound station, which is fucking sketchy as hell.
I have a stupid question. Where's the Greyhound Station here?
What?
Downtown.
Oh,
You don't want to know.
Hopefully, you'll never need to know where the Greyhound station
all right.
is.
Is it by the George Allen building?
The fuck is the George Allen building?
Exactly. You see? You see? The courthouse.
It's good that you don't know where that is.
the courthouse.
Like the old courthouse?
No, it's not old.
The new courthouse?
Sure.
I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a few blocks from there. I was in, speaking of courthouses, do y'all know who I Am Pay is?
I am pay.
Like the letter I, the letter M, pay.
No.
No.
No? Wait, what'd you major in?
Construction science.
Oh,
There's a construction science?
what?
A&M.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about
Construction
this.
science?
We're going to come back to this in
Okay.
a minute.
Okay.
George, what are you doing?
I was looking for. You said I am pay?
Why were you on ChatGPT?
Oh, I was just. I don't know. I was just gonna ask it something.
Anyway, I was in we were in Boston and we were going somewhere and we drove by their city hall and then like said Boston City Hall or whatever. I looked at the
Austin?
building.
You said Austin?
Boston.
Boston.
Boston, Massachusetts.
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 And it looks just like our city hall. Not really, but like George, can you pull up Boston's do y'all know what our city hall looks like? Dallas City Hall?
I think so.
No.
If it's
Seriously?
across the street from the George Allen building.
What the fuck is the George Allen building?
Well, she spends a lot of time
It
there, I'm
is
sure.
actually. Yes, that is
Wait,
across the
Wait,
street.
that's the Boston City Hall. Look up Dallas City Hall.
Oh, so she said that's it. So
It looks,
It looks
like
just
it.
like it
Look up the. What is he doing?
what are you
What are you-
doing?
wait,
He's
George.
putting it over here.
Okay, now he's going to compare side by side comparison. Here we go. Let's see how this works out. Now, for those of y'all listening, George is trying some shit.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
He's probably going to fail.
Yeah.
So the one on the right is Dallas City Hall. It's a
Cool.
building that's kind of like leaning or whatever, but it's a straight face on it. And then we drove by the one in Boston, and I said that looks a hell of a lot like their Dallas City Hall.
It does.
With all the
And
windows.
then I looked up. I didn't look it up. I told
Okay.
Olivia, look up the Boston. Look up who designed Boston City Hall. And because
Same
I am
guy?
pay the design that one. And then she gave me some architectural firm, architects Kelman, McKinnell, and Knowles or whatever. But it was actually designed by Ampay. Anyway, Ampay, you should know this. He's a really good architect. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I was going somewhere with this and I forgot what it was. Remember that shot of whiskey I took earlier?
Yeah.
It's kicking in.
When is mine getting kick in?
You didn't take a shot. You were gargling with it.
It was. I still drank whatever
Oh,
was
you
not
just spit it out?
gargled. No, I didn't spit it out.
You're supposed to spit it out when you gargle.
Oh, I drank that shit.
Where was I going with that?
She is a construction scientist.
Damn.
What the? It's kicked in.
I swear to God, I had a point.
With the two buildings that they look
All
similar.
right, can you check another random town's? What was this town? What was this building?
City Hall.
City Hall.
Look
City
up
Hall?
Milwaukee City Hall. You know, for shits and giggles.
Okay. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
What?
Oh, see, look at
That
that.
is-
That's
you've never even
fancy.
seen it.
Fancy.
She had no clue. That's what it
It's
looked
like, oh, that's really nice.
My sister
Where is
works
that?
there, so whatever. Whatever.
My sister just sent me some screenshots of some of these reviews.
All right,
and
so
I
read one.
cannot
Let's hear one.
laugh.
Can we pull them up on the screen or?
Can't- oh.
No, just read them.
Like I gotta
read them. It's
I
funny
gotta
if you read
filter
them.
something. So I told you he's an air marshal, right?
Mhm.
Like, okay. So he he said, "This is 7 years ago. I've never felt the need to review an airport, but the depth of disgust warrants special attention." This is about the Fort Lauderdale Airport in Florida. He said,
Okay.
"I will make this short. Avoid, if at all possible, and do good deeds. If not, then surely you will be sent here for an eternity of suffering. Repent, my friends. FLL is waiting to take your soul."
Was it there during spring break?
Dude, no, he just goes there. And I bet he's sitting there for hours, just like the hate is brewing.
He's gonna I'm gonna write a review. Nope, I'm gonna let it stew first.
Not yet. I'm not mad enough yet. I'm not mad
I'm
enough
like,
yet.
who reviews a Whataburger?
A what?
Whataburger.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh God, no.
It's so short, but so funny. He says, horrible service, period. Dirty bathrooms, period. Fries way too salty, period. Burnt chicken strips, period. He said, you get the idea. Where does Whataburger get their management team? I'm sad.
I'm sad.
Oh,
So this is like his thing.
he,
It's his hobby.
I guess.
When you
Oh
have
my
a lot of
God.
time in your hands,
she
you pick
sent me
up-
so many. I'm like, how do you have
She
time for
saves them.
this?
She has a whole
She has a folder.
a folder.
Oh my
which-
gosh. We went to this, okay, we went to England, right? Me and my dad together, whatever. We went to London. We're all Mexican. They have the worst food in all of the planet. Anywhere I've been to, they have the worst food. I'm like, that's
They're famous for that.
Really?
They are. And I figured out why. It's true. We went to this place and they served eels in this like green sauce. But I tried it because it was like one of the oldest restaurants in the city, but I feel like I had to. Like, I don't know, it was weird. It was disgusting. It looked like
Eels and red sauce.
the word,
Or
when you
green
use like
sauce,
the
whatever.
word like slop. That's what it was just nasty, but I'll try anything, whatever. So he said, "Are you kidding me? English food at its finest. Stay away if you value your sense of taste. Food was bland and service so. Typical for England, does not deserve any recognition at all." I'm like,
How many stars?
Half.
2.
Two.
Not even 1.
2.
I just rated somebody 1 star this weekend. Who was it?
Somebody or a place?
Or place? The fuck was it?
Where did you go this? Are you okay, sir?
No, I'm
Okay.
apparently drunk. It's too early in the episode for me to be this drunk. What's going on? George, how long have we been going?
Is that whiskey?
53 minutes.
Okay, that's
No
average.
way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Okay.
That's what she said.
You want to know what else I Am Pay has designed?
The Meyerson.
He
Oh, you
Googled
looked
it
it up?
before he got here.
No, I'm a fan. What?
Now you're a fan?
I've always been a fan of IMP. That's how I knew he designed the one in Boston.
That's it?
Anyway, go ahead.
That's all you got?
It's I am.
No,
What a
go. You
fan.
were saying what else has he designed? Tell me.
The Louvre
I
Pyramid in
space M.
Paris?
The Louvre?
Yeah, that.
Oh, the pyramid.
Just the pyramid, not the fucking Louvre.
The Bank of China Tower in Hong Kong?
I know who you're talking about. Because the pyramid at the Louvre was like a big deal when he did it. Like
exactly.
everybody in France like hated on him because of it.
because
Like
it doesn't
nobody
fucking
wanted
fit
it.
with thing.
Yeah, I mean, you walk in there and it's like in the courtyard and you're just surrounded by like this ancient like looking building, and then it's like this sharp lined like pyramid right in the middle that doesn't seem to go with anything. But now it's the most iconic thing about the Louvre.
That guy.
I hate that I said that wrong.
Oh, that thing?
But
Yeah.
Is that what
I'm
you were
reading
talking
what
about?
it's written.
Didn't they also say the same thing about the Eiffel Tower? Not that he made it, but that it was that people hate it there? That it's the most
Sticks out like a
hideous
sore
thing?
They
thumb.
have a thing where they don't like stuff that's like too much or too tall or everything
And
there
it's
is like
all the
really
things.
short. Yeah. But I mean,
He designed the Dallas City Hall. That's so cool.
no way.
That's what we just
And the World Trade
okay.
Center, Bank of China.
Rock
Tower,
and
sorry.
Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio.
I did not know that. I'm so upset about that.
You've been there?
That's
Doesn't
all.
have anything
That's
to
what
do
I'm
with
like. That's it. That's all you got.
Why?
Because fuck the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's why.
Oh, really?
John F. Kennedy Presidential Library.
The dude's a beast, man. And you know what? All his designs are like real simple geometric shapes and a lot of concrete.
I like
So
that.
yeah.
Hancock Tower.
You know what's weird? The building that inspired me to start construction or wanted like it made me want to be in construction, the Irving Convention Center.
The Irving Convention
been there?
Center?
Have
I
you
know I
you've
have.
seen it? You've definitely if you around Dallas, you've definitely seen it. You just don't know.
Irving.
But I saw the Irving Convention Center
Pull up the
And I
Irving
really
Convention Center real
wanted
quick.
to-
That one.
and I really wanted to start building things up there. So
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
it looks awesome.
It's simple geometric shapes. It's,
Yeah, it looks like
like
that's
there's beauty and simplicity when it comes to construction and architecture, I think. Like when they get too fucking fancy, I don't like it anymore.
That's not considered fancy?
No, that's simple.
Okay,
Like,
great.
It's fancy here.
Okay.
I guess. I don't know.
It's probably in every corner.
but I think my favorite building
Somewhere
is the old Parkland. And
The old Parkland?
you know whenever you're driving on the North Tollway.
Oh, the
going up
old,
to the
old Parkland. Okay, yeah.
That building is beautiful.
Yeah.
I think that's the most beautiful.
I don't
building in
remember it.
Dallas.
We can pull it up.
They have a bunch of stuff. They have like a
That one?
giant like golden sculpture and a huge chandelier. Big. It's just like very ornate. You don't really see that a lot anymore. Everything is like rectangles and squares.
That? Is that it?
I'm trying
That
to
does not look like
find-
that's.
That looks like a university.
Yeah.
It kind of does, but it's a hospital. But no, it's a certain
That's
view of
it.
it.
That's it. You just can't see it from the way the view you're used to looking at it
Yeah.
from.
from the street.
Interesting.
Anywho, let's
Interesante.
move on. Nobody cares about architecture.
I know, I'm like, but
Can you pass me one,
can't
Adrian?
even see.
Please.
Yeah, me too. What do you want to talk about?
Like it's been flowing so
you been empty for a
smoothly
while?
since-
Have you been empty for a while?
A little bit, but
Why don't you say anything? I didn't.
because my teeth are starting to hurt and I'm about to drink his. Oh, he drank it all.
Duh.
My teeth are starting to hurt.
So what?
We're
Don't
waiting to see what
What do
Get
you?
braces
what do you wanna
as an
bring up?
adult.
Rebecca wants to talk about.
I don't really want to talk about anything construction if nobody else except for me and you kind of know about that.
Well, he's in construction. He's in construction.
Okay,
Yeah, I
I
work
don't.
for some. Yeah,
Some
you
company.
probably
A
wouldn't know where.
company.
You
probably
probably
wouldn't
wouldn't know
know
that.
You probably wouldn't know.
No, I want to be in the field one day. So I'm looking forward to learning a lot from you.
Really?
I just decided it recently. But you don't really I don't think DP Oh, I broke the cardinal rule. I broke the cardinal rule.
Job.
Ah! I don't think the company has any female
They do.
superintendent.
We do.
We do?
And you could be the first.
Just not in Dallas or what?
Not in Dallas, but we do.
I never even met one.
Travel to like the different offices. They're out there.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Aside from the fact that you just said the company's name halfway.
Bleep it.
How do you feel about being a woman in construction? Like I know we like make fun of stuff a lot and whatever, but is it really as bad as people make it out to be?
People were making it seem so intimidating before I got into it. Like people were like preparing me to be disrespected, preparing me to face this and that, and I really haven't come across that. But I think a lot of it comes with respect. I feel like women have to kind of earn respect. Like you don't get the full level of respect that a man in your same position would get immediately when you come in. Like you have to like prove yourself. And
That's
I feel
true.
like it's not really that way for the opposite. Like if you have a man that comes in for a job, you kind of assume, or they kind of assume like he's gonna do a good job. Not like, let me wait it out and see if he's like good at
I
his job.
disagree with that.
You think?
I think you do assume, but that's not the case. Right?
I think so. That's been my
You
experience.
assume this company just hired somebody that knows how to do the job. That's the assumption.
Well, okay, let's separate the company we work for from construction. I'm not talking about construction in general.
Mm-hmm.
I think 20 years ago, yeah, that was the case. And it didn't even matter if you were, like, you wouldn't even assume that the guy knew how to do his job. He was just the guy that was going to do the job, whether he was good at it or not, whether he knew how to do it or not. You know, whether he earned it or just knew somebody, that was just the guy. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. And when a female came in, it was like,
She knows what she's doing if she got hired.
no, it was more
Really?
like
You would think.
she got hired because
She's banging
times
somebody.
are changing,
Oh.
or she's
Yeah.
banging somebody, or whatever. You know, it's just like it's what it
Tell
was.
me
That's
it's
how
not.
it used to be, and you didn't. It's not that you didn't expect them to be good. It's that you knew they were going to try too hard,
Yeah.
and it was going to be annoying.
And you exactly. So I think a lot of like now you really have to think as a woman in this job. It's like I don't want to be annoying. Like you
Well,
have to
you
toe the
don't-
line
you-
between
Yeah.
being firm and being like standing up for yourself, your opinion, what you think, and making like people think that you're annoying or
Well,
a bitch.
But I don't think
know?
it's anywhere near as bad as it used. Like I don't think you actually have to do that as much as you think you do. I know that you think that, and I know why you think that, but I don't think you have to do it as much as you used to have to do it back in the day.
That's true.
Because
I
there's-
don't
Right
have-
now, all we want you to do is show up and do your job like everybody else.
Yeah.
And by we, I mean the men that have been doing it for fucking ever, the old guys like me.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Because there's assumptions about the guys that it's like, this guy's going to be an asshole. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
the fucking super, he's going to be an asshole. And you walk in thinking that person's going to be an asshole.
you're
Just
talking
like
as
So
a
you're
woman.
guarded.
as
A person.
anybody, really.
No, yeah, that's true.
Like you're just like,
That's
you
a
think
stereotype.
the worst.
That's pretty
Yeah.
true. I feel like.
So I think with women it's the same thing. You feel like, okay, or what did we say? It was going to be
What's this way shit?
annoying, or no? We just
Annoying.
They try harder.
or
They
try
too
harder.
hard.
But when you get to know them and you meet something different, and it's like, oh, this isn't bad at all. Just like if you meet a man that's not an asshole as a superintendent, it's like, oh, this is
It's a
This
pleasant
is okay,
surprise, though.
yeah.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
Every time.
But I think before
It's
it was
different,
more.
though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's harder for
Well,
women.
no, because
women, I guess.
So I think, and I don't work in construction. Let me start there.
I don't
But-
think it's different in any other industry that was male dominated for fucking centuries.
I think as a female, if you walk in too soft, people are going, and people that can be another female, it can be a male, whatever. People walk in thinking I can walk all over her.
But that's the
But
same
if
thing happens
she's-
with a man.
Not as often.
I don't.
If a guy walks in too soft, they're gonna walk all over you, especially in construction.
I don't know. I feel like the base level of respect is different, and
I
and
agree.
Not higher or lower, but different.
It's yes.
Yeah, like you're not gonna go and it's different.
Now,
It's different.
okay, maybe I think respect is the wrong word. Maybe expectations. The base level of expectation is different. Yes.
But like what she had said, where if as a female, if I walk into a room and I come across what is considered trying too hard, because me trying too hard, I'm going to come across as a bitch. But if a guy
Only
did it,
if
he
you're
would
trying
be
too
considered. Hold on. But if a guy did it, he would be considered a boss.
But men will
Well-
say you're trying too hard if you just say something that either proves
Doesn't-
them wrong or doesn't align with what they think.
see,
Exactly.
I think that's how it used to be. I don't think it's that way anymore.
I think with certain people, I
Yeah.
feel like
Well,
you're
for
very.
sure.
I
Certain
feel like
people,
you're
for sure.
very like you individually seem like a very open person, where it's like you hear everybody's opinion and you take it into account whether or not it aligns with yours. At least I feel like that. But some people, they already have what's in their brain, and if
Right,
You
but
say
those
so.
people, they do that to men and women.
that's true, that's true.
That's all I'm saying. Like it's no different. It especially in construction. I've been doing this for too fucking long, and if you walk in and you're a guy and you're a fucking pushover, you're gonna get run over. Like that's just what it is.
So what do you
no
think
different.
are the differences in your perspective? Like
Between
for,
what?
like what would you say is a hardship for a woman in construction from your perspective?
Just being a woman?
Like straight up, just
Like there is no world in any industry where you're gonna be a woman in construction or a woman in the legal field or a woman in anywhere where guys aren't gonna look at you as a woman first.
that's true.
You know what I mean? Because it's just nature.
Primally,
Right.
yeah.
Even in the hair industry, I had that for men, straight men to be
Yeah, I mean, gay men are gonna look at you as competition,
worse.
I guess.
But no, yeah, I agree with that one. It's kind of annoying because
Why though?
because don't look at me
But you are a woman.
right, but don't let.
Do you not
that,
look at when you meet a man? Do you not look at him as a man first? Like when you meet a fucking priest. Well, maybe that's a little different.
that's
When you meet-
extreme.
When you meet say something.
I think more about their position than I just think of them as like a man.
No, like your
Quarterback.
first thought is not
Okay,
your first impression when you meet any person is them as a person, not as what they do.
well, see, and it's.
That's interesting. Perspective.
I guess the way I'm looking at it is, for example, when I started at my job right now, I work for a ex-judge.
Mhm.
So I was somewhat intimidated. Even though I had met him prior, it was more of, holy shit, I'm dealing with an like,
Well, you hadn't met him prior. The first time you met him, when you first looked at this person, he was just a guy. And you judged him based on his looks, based on the way he's dressed, based on all the things that you judge people when you first meet him. And then you found out he was a judge, and then everything like changed.
I guess yeah.
Right.
So it
That's
depends
valid.
what you knew
That's
about them
valid.
before you met them. Because if I
didn't
know what he did
yeah, and I did
before-
not know he was a judge right away. I found out after first initial was like, okay, this is who I'm dealing with, and then conversation, I'm like, fuck, I'm dealing with that. All right,
Yeah,
great,
see,
let's do
changed
this.
everything.
Yeah,
So I don't
okay.
think it's different.
But there's not a lot of situations in a work setting where you go into it not knowing what they do first before you just see them as a
No,
person.
that's not the point. The point is that your first judgment on people is based on what they look like.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's on.
That is
It's
true.
sight. You see them, and
And
you
that's
pass judgment, and then they open their mouth, and everything changes.
first. I was just gonna say
Yep.
first impression, and that can either be really bad or really good.
Right, and they can change like that as soon as they start talking.
Yes.
Really bad or really good.
Yes.
That's true.
That is very true. Fuck. That is very true.
Yeah.
And it's no different for men than it is for women.
That's
It's
just in
just-
general.
it's
That's a
been-
general rule.
Harder for women because we didn't want women in construction. We, quote unquote, back in the day.
Really? Why not?
I always wanted women in construction because I'd rather look at a woman working with me than a guy. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Who wouldn't want to? You know what I mean? Like, if you're a female, would you rather like stare at other females all day or guys that could possibly be good looking?
I'd rather work with girls. Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. Get out of here.
I mean, and I
I'm a
guess
girl's
I'm in
girl.
my head. I'm translating it into like, okay, would I want to work with all females? No, I wouldn't.
No, you
No.
wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. It was way too. I've been there, done that. Never again. Will
Like,
I ever?
If
Like,
I want to talk about
happy
sports,
medium.
I'll just go hang out with my friends. You know, like
but it's
George,
not even that.
what do you
It's a
think?
different level of. There's just so many different types of females.
George, what do you think about women? in construction.
No comment.
Wow, that says a lot.
Oh no! You, no, I
Well,
thought
we
you-
have a different
George,
dynamic.
what are you? Your sister's in
George is
construction.
sexist.
Typically, you barely even get one on a job. We have 5.
Yeah.
We're
that's
almost
good.
outnumbered.
Yeah.
So
I have all the wicks.
WICs, women in construction. That's what they call us.
Oh,
that's pretty badass,
that's
though.
good.
I will say that.
I really enjoy it, but I haven't gotten any of the disrespect. Honestly,
That's good.
That, yeah, I guess.
what?
No.
Who was the first badass like woman in construction that you
Remember encountering?
came across?
Define badass.
I don't know. You were like, okay, she knows her shit. Like she's
She actually works for us.
kicking ass, whatever.
No,
Okay.
I'm not. We
I
said
think
no
I know who.
names,
Yeah.
but
I think
yeah,
I know
she
who.
works for us. She's an MEP coordinator. She was an MEP coordinator fucking 15 years ago when I met her. And she knew her shit. You know? I'm like, all right, cool.
Is it more
So-
surprising for you
Right.
when a woman knows what she's talking about
No,
versus
it
a
was
man
just
in the same job?
15 years ago, it wasn't
Common.
common.
I mean, to this day, it's still less than
To be
10%,
clear,
or around
it's-
10%.
It's not common for me to meet people like, and you will find this out as you progress in your career. Not as many people as you think actually know what the fuck they're talking about when they talk.
Oh, I have learned
Men
that.
or women.
I was
Yeah.
losing sleep before I started this job. I'm not kidding you. For like 3 weeks before, I was like, oh my God, I was freaking out. And then you get there and you realize, like,
Everybody's stupid.
You're like,
Everybody's stupid in every
Wait, what?
industry. There are very few people that actually know what the fuck they're talking about all the time.
that's
Like,
why the
it's
not
first
all the
impressions
time.
are like you see somebody, you're like, oh shit, this motherfucker is a badass. And then he opens his mouth, you're like, wait,
I
you
I
don't
have
know
more
shit.
respect for
I'm
the
gonna
person that
request
is.
somebody else.
I have more respect for a person that is willing to admit they don't know it all, but they'll learn it with you, as opposed to someone that
I do that all the time.
is like, I know it all, fuck you.
those are the only people who succeed in this industry, I feel like.
Should
I
be
think that's
any
every
industry.
industry.
Everyone, yeah.
I
Able
think
to
that's
be
any
humble.
industry. It's when certain,
Unless you know somebody. I mean, there's always nepotism and there's always like the good old boys club and there's always going to be that, right? You will succeed if you know someone, but
and can't even get mad at that, because if it works in my
Can a little
favor,
bit.
then right.
It takes work, though. It takes
Agreed.
work to be in that group, to talk to those people, to go out of your way to
Yeah, it's
to
work
make your
I don't
face
wanna do.
seen.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if it works in your favor, if it's working for my favor, like you can't even get mad at it, but you're kind of mad at it. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, fuck, why didn't I do that? Or let me get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let me.
I'm good.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of
That's
work.
why. If you want to take advantage of those, I mean, unless you're born into it, you still have to like.
You still have to take advantage of certain situations.
You have to be
There's-
prepared. What is
There's
it?
people that put more work into that than they do their actual,
Actual
job.
job, yes.
And
And then they
it's
end
annoying.
up being your boss one day.
Huh. Interesting.
I don't know who said that luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So if you're prepared, if you're like that person, if you just want to do that, you have to be ready when the opportunity presents itself. And if you're ready, then you will move up, whether you know what the fuck you're doing or not. You were ready,
Yes.
with the right type of bullshit when the opportunity presented itself.
I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but it's kind of like a fake it till you make it situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
And your luck can be manufactured
Yes.
by yourself.
You still have to be ready, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I'm most definitely not ready for the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like the opportunity has presented itself a lot of times in my career, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, I have no interest in it, so I'm good.
Oh, can the opportunity just knock on my fucking door?
Are you ready for it? Though? Are you ready for it?
Define ready.
You sound ready.
Define ready. I mean, maybe I'm ready.
Careful what you wish for.
I am fucking ready.
Damn.
That's where I'm at.
It changed quick.
Do you feel like it's going to be a big adjustment for you working with a lot of women?
I've worked with women for years.
But have you worked with this many on one
I
project
haven't had a-
at once?
Project team this big in a while,
I see.
but like literally, probably every job I've been on in the last 8 years has had females. I'm like I grew up with 4 sisters. I'm good.
I have. Oh, damn! That
Okay.
led me to my next question.
Which was
I was gonna ask, you being around females, do you think that has changed you, or do you think that has played a role in how you perceive women?
100%. Yes.
Having daughters too.
I was
grew up
gonna
with
say
4 sisters.
daughters,
I was
but
raised by my mom mostly, and then I had 2 daughters. So yeah, it's definitely changed. Not changed, but molded the way I do things. I guess I don't know.
I think it
your
helped us a
perspective
lot.
of women. So you're of a mindset of accepting a woman in your field. Like you don't, because you have sisters, because you have daughters, it's more of like I don't know. Do you feel like that has opened your mind in that?
I mean, I want to say no, right? Selfishly, I want to say I'm just fucking open-minded as fuck because I was born that way. But realistically, probably had something to do with it.
Growing
You
up
know what
with
I mean?
a lot of
Yeah.
sisters
Yeah.
is, I mean, that's rare to have. Did you have any
That many
brothers or
sisters.
just
I have
sisters?
2 brothers, but they were both like way older than me, so I didn't really. They were both gone. They were both gone and married by the time I was going through my formative years, and
Then that definitely had an
Yeah.
effect on who you are as a person.
right. I think so.
100%.
What else?
George, any comment on women?
How do you feel about women?
No, we're not going there.
Wow. We're not. Please elaborate.
Because he loves us.
If real quick, I don't know if y'all wanted to hear this from
I
me.
can't
but
hear you, George.
I got a hot take.
ahead.
So you're not living your best life until you're boarding. What is it? Boarding group 1 on an airplane.
Oh my God.
So just like
It's overrated.
Do y'all like flying and being in an airport? Or
I actually
I
do.
like the outcome.
I don't care.
but I hate the process.
Do you not
I'm
like
not
being
at
at an
the
airport?
process.
Really?
Do you show up early?
Man, I've been traveling so much for so long that I know when to show up late and when
All
not
right.
to.
So we're on the same boat. So there's nothing to hate. You just show up, you get on a plane, and you leave.
No, I feel like the people at airports, like, they're like manufactured by AI because like
Like the
what are
workers?
you? No, everybody.
People.
The people there. It's like the people you see in airports. I feel like those are not the same people you see out in the real life.
No, they are.
They're not the same people because I'm like
They just don't travel
they
as
can't
much as you do.
read, they can't listen, they can't
Like
walk
the guy's
straight.
literally, since I got in this line, the guy has been yelling at you to take off your shoes, take out your fucking
Exactly.
iPad, take out
Oh.
your laptop,
I'd
take
be
out.
so mad.
He's been yelling that for the last 10 minutes.
And there's on TVs, there's signs on
Why
the
are
road.
you still wearing your
You get
shoes?
to the front of the line, you say, "Oh my God, I have a laptop in my
Yes.
backpack. I need to take it." I'm like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, no,
So-
that is annoying.
Do you like road trips?
No.
Okay.
Just
Because I
point A to
would, I
point
will
B.
take an airport over a road trip.
I
A
like
billion
road trips
times
too.
over. I
love
don't like.
airplanes.
I
And
just like
maybe-
not being here.
So maybe it's because of the road trips that I take, but the anxiety of 16 hours in a vehicle
Wait,
instead of
time out. Are
airplane.
you talking about a trip or a road trip?
That's a road
What do you
trip, isn't it?
mean?
You're
No,
on the
no.
road, like you're driving
16
somewhere.
hours, where are you going?
Oh, somewhere outside of Texas
16
Hello?
hours would be from
Milwaukee.
Texas
Where you go?
to
You go to Milwaukee?
South Florida.
or Arizona.
Okay, is that how long it takes to get there?
Yes.
Okay, that's not
16
a road
hours.
trip.
But what
That's
is
just
it?
a trip.
Unless
What
you're
do you define
stopping.
as a road trip?
Okay, what's
A
a road trip?
You
is
gotta
when
make
you're like,
stops.
we're
hours.
gonna head east, and I'm gonna stop in 4 hours. And
Okay, then I've never
Oh.
taken a fucking road trip.
a road trip is a road
You just
trip.
drove somewhere.
You just went on a trip. That sucks.
Okay.
Oh, so road trip is when you have to stop on the way.
A
and you
road trip
see-
is when
We
do
stop
a
on
bunch
the
of
way.
different
the
things.
road
You have
is the
planned
trip.
stop.
Oh, okay.
Planned stops on the way to.
I'm like, we stop to go potty.
Like
to
I'm gonna go
eat.
see my grandma. I'm gonna
We
go see my
stop at
grandma
3 different
in
Buc-ee's.
fucking- exactly. Yes.
If there's no Buc-ee's, we're not going.
I'm gonna go see somebody in South Texas, but I'm stopping 5 times before I get there, and it's gonna take me 3 days. That's a road trip.
Ah, okay. Oh,
Where are
thank
you
you.
stopping
Thank
between
you
you?
for clarifying because
I don't know.
Oh shit!
It's the ghost.
you have a ghost.
Emergency
and
parking.
That's two.
I have anxiety.
happenings.
I have anxiety.
That's crazy.
What?
I have anxiety.
For what?
You have Casper the Friendly Ghost playing with the lights and now knocking shit down.
How long has that sign been up there?
That's
one?
moving. That's
A long
moving by
time.
itself. It's been doing that for months.
Oh, it has? Okay. You know what?
He's always been
Let's
here.
move on.
He's always been here.
So the ghost
okay,
is
well-
just talking about road trips, I guess.
Thank you for clarifying because I always, in my head, a road trip was when you drive somewhere.
That's just a trip.
Okay, well, I hate
But you
driving
drive.
to a trip.
Yeah, no,
a,
fuck
a
that.
trip
I'm not
of driving.
I
do
hate
like-
driving, period.
I do like going to the airport earlier and then watching, not too early, but on time, and then watching all the idiots that
Yeah, don't.
even though they're probably on the same flight as you, but everybody just wants to run and walk faster.
It's ridiculous.
See, and
Like
that's why
they just look worried.
It's like the people when you land. It's like the people when you land and they stand up.
I hate them.
Oh my god. Oh
I
my
hate
god.
them. Where it's like,
Every
sit
time.
down. The door's not
Every
open.
damn time. I'm like, you're
You are-
standing up here,
That
craning
is
your
you.
neck down. You
Like
can't even
this,
stand
'cause you
up.
can't stand up, yeah.
Exactly. Why are you standing up?
Oh my god.
Well, some of us are short, so standing up
You
doesn't.
can probably stand up.
But I fully stand up.
Not me.
I fully stand up and I'm like, what's up, guys?
No, I look like the Slender Man, like hovering over you, menacingly.
So we are loading airplanes wrong, right?
Yes.
Oh my god, front
Yes.
to back. It's so they could feel the clout from the front. so you
So
have
they
to.
stare at you as you walk by.
No, it's so you watch all the plebes walk by you.
So bad.
That's crazy.
Get it right.
I
Come
don't.
on.
I mean, I can't say that I hate flying because I really
Where
don't.
was it? I think it was Portugal that they loaded us from both ends. And they let us out from both ends.
Yeah, certain flights do that
Like,
though.
I'd never seen
fucking
that.
Great.
Yeah,
Like,
I've seen that.
Interesting.
Gosh. Yeah, that's actually crazy. That's like very much a thing. It's like it wouldn't be worth it for the first class people if they had to get on last.
what do you mean? You still have like a huge seat that reclines and
No.
all the things.
They should just give them a time, and doesn't matter.
Like, I want to board last. If I'm first class, I want to board last.
No.
Yeah,
Like,
I
let
don't
all
want to
this
see.
You're
people
not like a normal
get over
person
all their
in an
bullshit.
airport.
He has a point
that means
though.
that means
'cause you
first
avoid
class.
the chaos.
That means first class has to sit in that seat for the longest time.
Right.
That's
No,
what I'm saying. You
would
avoid the
think.
chaos.
You would think.
Because you can take your time, you wait for everybody to get their shit together, and you just go in, you sit down, and you're good.
Think about this. If you're a VIP and you're going to a concert, when do you show up?
When I feel like it.
Exactly.
Right on fucking time.
But you would think that. And that's why I'm telling you, the people in the airport. Oh, my bad. I broke 2 rules.
Yeah, 3 rules. You've broken 2 of them so
I
far.
broke 2.
Let's go for 3. Come on.
Dang.
3 for 3.
It's because
Here
I
we
got
go.
a little sassy. I had to do the. Okay, whatever. Sound effects. No, that's what I'm saying. The people in the airport are AI generated. They do not think like normal human beings. They go, hello, everybody. Everybody gets up immediately and wants to sit down. They want to have their ass in that plane first. And there's
Why?
no reason why.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. It's everything against logic
I'm
in the airport.
Now that I think about it, I had one lady that she was like, "Excuse me, I have to go to the restroom." As soon as we landed, and I'm like, "Where are you? What?
I'm like, girl, you
What
sat out
bathroom
there
are
for
you
an hour
going
waiting.
to? What bathroom? No, dude, she literally bypassed everybody, and she was the first one to get off.
I still have never gone to the restroom in an
I
airplane.
refuse.
Ever?
I
In
refuse.
an airport?
No,
Airplane.
airplane.
Oh, airplane.
What's
Ah,
the longest
But
plane ride you've
yeah,
been on?
it hasn't been that long.
Okay.
So,
Fun fact.
2 hours at
Did
least.
you know that they actually put something in airports that makes you think that you're hungry, makes you think that you're thirsty, that makes you
What?
think that they put something in the air? Like it's literally in the
Like the smell?
I
yes.
feel like you're making that up.
No, look it up. I swear to you, because it
Fact
confirmed.
checker?
Look up that.
I'm asking ChatGPT. Hold on.
Jesus.
What did they
You're-
pump into the
it's
air at the
gonna get
airport?
wrong.
They-
That makes me want McDonald's.
I saw something. I don't remember what I saw. And that where they confirmed it, where they had said that there's something that they put in the air when
That
you're at the
makes you what?
airport
I could see that.
makes you think that you need to eat before you get on the plane. It makes you think that you need to drink something. That's why almost everybody you see has a drink or has some type of something in their hand that is purchased in the airport.
So what's
In
going
the
on-
airport.
It's
what's
like
going
a
on in my
mental.
house, though?
Not
'Cause
in the
I
plane.
think about that before I even leave.
Like not
I'm
in
thinking
the
about
plane.
a beer.
Right. Like if I'm leaving to the airport, I'm like, when I get there, I'm going to get a fucking
It
beer.
doesn't
When you
matter what
get there.
time it is either. It could be 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I agree.
Or 3 p.m.
So look, they
George,
say
read it to us.
they say ventilation design. So they design the
So,
building to vent the smells of the cooking in out
So-
into the airport.
so
So when you
like-
pass the places,
They
it's like
don't-
lingering.
They don't
So
put
even-
that.
No, but it's intentional. The placement is intentional.
So like the casinos, I guess.
Kind of. Where in the casinos, I mean, they give you oxygen.
Wait,
Isn't there
wait.
oxygen in
No
the?
oxygen. Yeah, they
Okay.
put
What?
oxygen into
Keep
it.
But
you
it's to
alive.
give you it's to
Keep you
give you
awake.
that energy, the awakeness to keep playing. But the
That's
airports
weird.
do
They
something-
pump air into the oxygen into the air. There's no windows and there's no clocks.
And you know what somebody else told me is that they try to limit the amount of dollar signs they have before numbers. So you don't on the slots and stuff, a lot of
Yes.
them don't even have the dollar sign
Yes.
because so it seems like credit. Like it doesn't seem like your real money.
It's 2 tokens.
It's,
Yeah.
but they do
Chuck
the
E. Cheese
same thing
money.
with airports. So that's why you don't need to buy something to drink. You're gonna be fine if you are on a 2-hour flight and
But
you
I
have
want a
nothing to
beer.
drink.
And chips and queso.
I agree.
It's already predetermined before I
Yeah,
get
before I leave. I disagree with you on this one because all these decisions have been made
Look.
before I leave my house.
what
George?
does it say?
there. I look forward to
There's
the
no
beer at the airport
conspiracy
before my
level
flight.
pumping of synthetic sense.
Bullshit.
I'm telling you.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
ChatGPT
It's
said
just
it.
you.
No, it's a real thing. I don't know what I don't trust.
Okay,
that
maybe it is, but it doesn't affect
ChatGPT.
me because I've already decided that when I get to the airport,
I'm
if
going
I
to
have time,
Wendy's.
I
I'm
feel
getting a beer
I f-
and chips and queso.
I feel like there's more people that are late
and I'm paying $30 for
late
it.
to the airport that don't have time to have a meal than there is people that get to the
Yes.
airport on time to have a meal.
They could charge me anything sometimes.
Well, hold on,
for you.
because we did that once and we fully fucking. We walked out of there, paying $130, and I was like, we haven't left Texas yet. I was like, we haven't.
Yeah,
we
when you
haven't
got on
left
the
the
plane,
fucking
you're
state.
already at $200
I didn't
at the
budget for
airport,
this.
yeah.
I was like, we haven't left yet. We're not even on
Buying
the plane.
shirts and shit.
And you're gonna buy more shit when you get on the plane.
Buying Dallas shirts at the airport. Before
We
you go on your
gotta
trip.
buy Dallas shirts so they know we're from Dallas.
They could scan my Takis and M&Ms and be like, that'll be $600. I'd be like, you know what, that's valid. Here's my card.
I agree.
Can't
It
get
is.
these in Mexico.
I can't take these.
No, when I got back from Korea, the only thing I wanted, I've been there for 2 weeks. The only thing I wanted was a margarita immediately. I had a connecting flight in LA. I'm like, can I go? This bitch.
Tap him. Tap him.
This bitch. I order one margarita. It comes in a pint glass like this, nothing special, not even salt on the rim. She gives me the check,
No tajin.
$28.
Yep.
I say, here. Take
You
it.
get $2 tip.
Exactly.
No
Take it right
margaritas.
now.
So there's no margaritas in Korea.
Oh no. And I was on the hunt.
There's no tequila?
It's nowhere. It's like
They have
it doesn't exist. The Mexicans don't
Sake.
exist. The Mexican
Do we
food
need a-
doesn't
We
exist.
need to move to Korea. We need to move to Korea.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Let's start
I wouldn't-
a Mexican.
tequila.
I was like,
expand.
you want to get away from it?
No.
To expand.
Yeah.
No, if we open up a Mexican restaurant in
telling you.
Korea, oh, you be banking.
Really?
You be
Cormex?
banking.
Because they like the spices, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they love spice.
They hate salt though.
I've
I've never been to a country where they
okay.
hate salt so much.
Really?
It's because of their skin. They like their skin to look really good and they like their face to look really good. So
And it does.
having
Did
salt
you-
makes them puppy. Everything had no salt in it. I had to add salt to everything.
Hold on, I have
Yeah, I mean,
questions.
this is why I look like this, because salt. You know?
It's the sodium.
Yeah.
It's the
Not the
sodium.
beer.
Did you get
not-
Korean
no, definitely not the
skincare?
beer.
Oh yeah. That's why my skin is completely different.
Would you? So you vouch for, like, you'll recommend?
Oh, 100%. I've been using it for a year and I will not go back. I don't use anything from America anymore. I order it from Korea or I buy it from a Korean place. I'm not
Temu?
kidding.
No, I'm just kidding.
No. Temu.
We're gonna have to connect after this. Yes.
Real
I'm like,
quick.
let's talk about the difference between China and Korea.
I searched up tacos in Korea, South Korea, and there's a Tejano Tex-Mex barbecue.
Click on it. Let me see,
Tex-Mex.
let me see the tacos.
There's a city named named Busan, and
Yeah, dude,
They have-
there's a movie called Train to Busan.
Bro,
You should
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
those are
it's
in
amazing.
like wraps of some
it. I don't know,
sort.
Texas. Oh, that
That's
reminds
not
me of
even
the
a
place in
tortilla.
Paris that looked like that in
Yeah,
the
that
food
looks
there.
nasty.
in Busan they have a Texas street.
That looks like
And the whole
Barbecue.
street is like Texas themed, and they have
They
it
have
looks like
Longhorns
and
and
it looks like Fort Worth. I'm not
Oh,
joking.
shit.
It's weird.
That looks like barbecue food, not Mexican.
Well,
That is
no, it's
supposed to be
Tex-Mex.
barbecue.
It's Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Well, there's Tex. That's the Tex. The
Yeah,
other
that's
one
a
was the
text.
Mex.
Where's
We found one taqueria
There's
that
the
had
Mex.
good tacos, and we had
In
good tacos.
Korea?
Yes.
What?
It was
Where?
crazy.
hold
Well,
on.
because they also make
Those look
Korean,
handmade tortillas.
South Korean barbecue. They sell tacos. Is what I'm getting at.
They do.
So it's not like completely here. They do,
Oh.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
their food
'cause they're not-
translates. What?
They're not from here.
What?
If they have tacos at a Korean place, they're not.
Korean.
That's
No,
valid.
they're Korean.
Inspired,
entrepreneurs.
infused.
No, what
They
I'm
know what
saying
the
is the
Mexicans
food translates. Like you could put Korean food in a fucking tortilla and it's gonna be good because they like their spices and they like their
Yeah.
meats and they're like, you know.
This looks like a place in Mexico.
So if you go over there and you may make good Mexican tacos, they'll probably like them.
Oh, 100%.
So we should totally do that.
There was almost none.
But we use salt.
And
Well, you don't have to.
we drove. I was craving it so bad. We hadn't had Mexican food in a week, and I love Korean food, and still we drove like almost an hour away to the army
Taco de
base.
burro.
An hour?
Yeah, we drove a
Korean
long
style
way.
Mexican taqueria. I
That
love
is
it.
funny.
I love it.
And we went to the grocery store in the army base to go get stuff to make tablitas and salsa verde because we could not eat another Korean thing.
Dude, it was 2 weeks. You could have made it. It's fine.
No, I couldn't.
You know what?
You think you can?
yeah.
Imagine eating only like Asian food or whatever you find on the street for 2 weeks. I needed a taco. I needed arroz. I needed salsa. Real
Beans.
bad.
Beans.
Real bad. We chefed it up.
guess-
The tomatillos were $11 a pound. Like
Ramen?
they still have everything imported, but
Noodles?
it's extremely expensive. That meal was like
Expensive.
so expensive, but
So what were you eating? Like noodles and
Pretty much.
there's a lot. There's a lot. I
But
did
do you,
research.
okay, when you're here, do you
Sushi?
like, not when you're here, in general, do you like eating like different types of food?
100%. So like since my dad grew up as an air marshal, he used to
Your
just
dad
come
was
home.
an air marshal when he was a kid?
Oh my god. I'm speaking English. No. No, so when I grew up, he was an air marshal. So he was
gotcha.
always
Yeah, yeah.
traveling
That
internationally.
makes more sense. Let's
Whatever,
go.
Joe. Let's keep going.
You need to be literal with him.
I'm gonna start tapping the table if you don't stop.
You already did. Come on.
No, I'm sorry. So he used to go to a lot of different countries and he'd come back and I thought it was like the coolest thing. I mean, we lived in Duncanville, so he'd come home from the Philippines and I'd be like, he'd be showing me all these pictures, bringing me stuff back, and then we'd go try food. And he'd always tell me the worst thing that could happen is you don't like it.
Yeah.
So growing up, I tried a lot of stuff and I really love trying new food, different things, like weird stuff. Like I'll try anything food once. Food.
Got it.
Oh, thanks.
So I
But
enjoy
at
that.
the end of the day, you knew that you could get a taco if you wanted it. Like
Yeah.
a simple tortilla with beans.
I don't know.
think
I've never
it's-
felt that need.
I feel like, and I've never been to Korea or overseas like that, but I feel like if it's easy for me to say, oh yeah, well, I just want something different, and you get sushi, you get Chinese food, you get Korean food, but tomorrow I can have tacos if I want to. Tomorrow I can make carne asada if I want to, and it's, but not having it makes you want it more.
I think you don't realize how
sure.
connected you are to your culture through food and stuff like
Yes.
that until you leave somewhere that's like
Agreed.
so far away from who you are, what you are. And then you realize like, oh my God, I can't even go somewhere and get a damn fajita taco. Like I can't do that. Like you
George,
only have
so you were
certain...
homesick.
I was so homesick. I got back and I was like,
I
love
guess I'm gonna have to
America.
ask my people if I do that. I don't
George,
think I do.
is that how you felt when we went to Mexico City and you wanted Whataburger?
Oh,
If there was a
friend.
Whataburger, it would have been great. I would have been there every day. But no,
Or Burger King, sorry.
Poor friend.
no.
Is that how you felt?
Yeah, let's.
You
let's
left
go
your
with that.
culture and you wanted
Culture.
Burger King
No, that's not what it. No.
And wings?
and wings?
I would still pick a Mexican burger over an American one.
man,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
putting
for sure.
jamon,
That's what I'm
chorizo,
saying.
yeah.
bean.
Jalapenos. Fuck.
You'll have everything, but
See, look, I'm hungry.
Mexican burgers.
And I can't even eat. Can't even eat.
She said
what?
she wanted to bring food today.
today.
I would have
said,
She's
you want me to
she's
bring
what do you want me to
something?
bring? I'm like, nothing.
I said, then
She's
what am I
like,
supposed to
no,
eat?
are you gonna have food? Do I bring food? Should I pick up food? I'm like,
Can I bring dinner?
we'll eat
Damn.
after.
I wouldn't have been mad at that. I can't eat shit right now, but
Why?
because
'Cause when can you eat shit?
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
do you see what I?
You should have like one like per episode.
I think I do. It's like a.
Okay,
My
what's
teeth
one
hurt.
thing you hate that everybody else loves? Like it could be anything. Like it could be
Oh,
Buc-ee's. It could be
I got
food.
one.
It could be what is it?
Onions.
Who loves onions?
Me.
There's people that love onions.
But not everybody. I'm talking about like something that's generally loved. that
There's
you
nothing
hate.
that's generally or universally loved.
Buc-ee's.
I love Buc-ee's.
It's like-
Is that what you hate?
You hate Buc-ee's?
No, I love Buc-ee's.
Oh, that,
Because
Okay.
everybody loves
you
Buc-ee's.
come with,
like
the
that?
first, come with the first one then.
Oh.
I need some time to think.
I said onions.
But
There's
that's
people
not-
that don't
that-
like
no,
No,
onions.
that's true. Most people do like it.
I
I'm
don't.
going to call
like
bullshit
onions?
on that. Yes. But what?
And it's-
Onions is literally, I do not like it. I'll use a
Don't get there. I
seasoning.
know a lot of people that don't like onions though.
Well, whatever.
I don't think that's something that's like generally loved.
Okay, do you
By
have something
everybody.
off the dome?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, let me think. I'll go first. I don't know.
I'll go
I
first.
What?
We talked about this last week or whenever. The movies theater.
The movie
I don't
theater.
love
Okay.
it. I'll go, but I don't like going.
I don't like going.
See, that's a good one. Like people generally, like who hates the movies? Nobody hates the movies.
I do not like the movies.
You hate it.
Why?
Why? Because it's I have to sit for whatever.
You sit here for fucking 3 hours
I
at a
know
time
that,
sometimes.
and I can talk.
Pero está
I was
tomando
gonna say,
cheves, güey.
I know
In the
that-
movie
talking.
theater,
I
you
got
can't
you.
talk.
That's fair.
In the movie theater, you can't talk. You can't move. You
Right,
can't.
you're there to watch a movie.
you,
Goddammit.
you can't be on your phone. You can't it's like a fuck. I have to watch this. What if I don't like it? Like what if?
You can leave.
The worst part is that you can't talk. If I can't blab during the movie,
You're one of those. Like when you're at home with
a
your.
little bit.
whoever
Do you not like to have some discourse over the movie?
Shut the fuck up. I'm
My-
watching a movie.
Oh my god.
Like,
I'm
no.
starting to find out my youngest. God
She's a
damn.
talker.
Holy shit.
Olivia's
Your
a talker
youngest?
sometimes.
My middle won't shut the fuck up.
No, you know what it is?
Asking me stuff that hasn't happened yet. I'm like,
We're watching
I
the
don't
same
fucking
movie.
know.
Yes. That used to be Olivia. I'm like, we're watching the same movie, Olivia. It's like shit.
jeez.
No,
But
but
she
you know
likes
what it is, though.
watching the movies,
Does
though.
she
I'm
does
like,
that
okay.
with? Does she do that with Gladys or with you?
Just me.
Like she's talking to you? Because Olivia doesn't talk to me during the movie, but she talks to Yvette.
Because
Nice.
Yvette talks
Yvette
back.
Then it's
No.
like, I'll pause the movie and just stare at them.
Oh my god, you're one of those.
Yes. I'm like, are you done?
Bro, he does that.
It's triggering.
He would literally
It's
pause the movie
triggering.
and be like, "You're crunching too loud." I'm like,
I'm not that bad.
I'm like, dang,
He's got
you
that
can't have that.
Takis bag.
Yeah.
Bro,
So-
yeah, he's like,
If we're watching a show, he used to do it. My husband used to do it. When we're watching a show, if he even saw that I was on my phone, he'd pause it. He'd be like,
What are you
Are
doing?
you done?
"What did she just say? What just happened?"
I've asked that before. What are you doing?
Or he'll
I'm
be
paying
like-
attention. Or really, what did she just say? And
No,
when
mine
she says,
says-
like, God damn it.
"Oh no, honey, is there an emergency? I'll wait till you're done." I'm like, "Fuck."
I'd be like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm like, "Anya, dang."
Are you? Let
I
me
don't-
know when you're
I don't care
done.
who they're talking to. I just to pay attention. We're watching the movie.
You know
Because
what? Some of
happens?
us are
what happens?
ADHD. That's
Later
what.
on, they're gonna be like, "Wait, what happened?"
That's literally me.
It's fun to talk about it
No,
while
it's
you're
not.
watching
No,
it. Yeah,
no.
it is.
It takes me out of the movie. you talk
You know
to
what? when I'm at the movie, if I'm at a movie theater, right, and I'm sitting there, I'm kind of like, okay, so I haven't done this, I haven't done that.
Why do you go?
Oh,
then?
you know what? I didn't even ask Daniel if he did this, and then I'll look
Because
over
we can't talk about the movie.
and I'm like, fuck, I can't ask him. He's watching a movie. This is literally
But why
what's
do you go to
going.
the movies?
Rest
Like
of-
if you don't
the
like
rest
it,
of the
why do you
family
go?
went.
It's usually when we go, it's because a new like it's a new Disney
No,
movie.
you're not gonna go watch an old movie.
shit, I would much rather go watch a movie that I've already watched. Because then I can be on my phone.
Oh, God damn. Okay.
It's complicated. That's all I'm saying. It's complicated.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, whatever.
Why do you watch movies?
I try not to.
Okay, no, but you do. Sometimes you watch shows. Like, why do you watch them? It's a real question. Like, do you watch them for...
If it's a good movie, I watch it for entertainment. For like, okay, let me see what's going on. Like, let. I mean, if it's a good plot,
Why
like,
else
let me
would
see
you?
what happens.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to ask this question the right way. Do you read?
Do you know how
Not
to
like
read?
I used
I'm
to.
just
Do
kidding.
I know how?
I'm
Yes,
just kidding.
sometimes. I
You
know
used
those
to,
words.
but you don't anymore?
Not as much as I.
So you did it because you had to, or what?
No, I used to be very. I used to read more than I do now.
What did you read?
Like specifically or I don't
just,
know.
You know, did you
I have
read
to get
novels?
into it, but yes, novels.
Okay.
Like
Were they
I have
mystery
to.
novels? Were they
They're
romance
either
novels? Were they-
there's mystery ones. I used to read the mystery ones, the fake ones, not so much the
You read fiction.
yes
okay.
fiction, not
When you read, when you were in the process of reading a book, did you do it when you were like? Did you focus on what you were reading and understand what you were reading and like that's all you were doing? You were reading.
yes. So it
Why?
was because it was a good book.
No, but you were reading it because it was a good book. But why did you read it? Why did you focus on the reading when you were reading?
Because it kept.
How would
me-
you feel if like you were reading and somebody was like, "Hey, did you turn this stuff
Oh,
off?"
I would get irritated.
But why?
That's because I'm ADD. That's why.
So it distracts you, right?
It's a distraction. Like if somebody's okay, yes, I would read a book to distract me from what is going on.
From life.
Yes,
Right?
sure.
And when you're reading a book, this is 100% my opinion. If you're reading a book the right way, you're immersing yourself in the story that you're reading.
Yes.
And you're in a place and you're reading this and you're walking through, you're following the character with
Yes.
your little imaginary camera and somebody says something to you and they pull you out of that.
That's
And
why
now
I
you're
don't
back
read
in real
anymore.
life.
That's why I don't
That's
read
what
anymore.
happens to me when you fucking talk during a movie.
And that's literally why I don't
Can I
read
have
anymore.
another beer, Adrian?
That's literally why I don't read
He's like,
anymore.
"Yup, pissing
Like
me
I'm
off."
not even I'm not even kidding when I say that. That's why I don't read anymore. Because to be in the zone of reading and then for someone to distract you every time you even like read a page, it's like fuck this shit. I don't want
can't.
it.
You just
like
put it away and you move on.
exactly.
Yeah.
You
You
put it
want
away,
or-
you don't want it. But that leads me to a question.
Wait, you had dessert or your tequila?
No, but I want to just drink this right now.
I thought you didn't drink beer.
Do you want to
Actually,
tea?
It was
Give her some
sounding
of my
kind of
tea.
good when you
All right.
cracked it open
There's
like
still
that. It
more
was
tea,
kind of
man.
sounded
It's
kind of
good.
good.
Only brought
Drink
two.
them all. I'm just kidding.
You.
I only brought
The
like
fuck?
2, 3. Okay, that
Okay,
said,
man. I'm only drinking 2 because I haven't drank in 3 weeks.
you know
Oh.
what? Shut up. Anyways, that said, because I just learned that this is not actually a thing that everybody does.
George, you need a beer?
No, he just opened that.
Oh.
No, thanks.
Babysitting Susie over there.
I just
Um,
opened it.
So you said when you read, you are like fully in the book, right?
100%.
So in your head, when you're reading, line for line, and it's telling you different characters, if for whatever reason you imagine this person to have a X accent and this voice, is that what's translated
Yes.
in your head?
Yes.
Does it make you mad whenever you read a book and then they make a movie?
Oh,
and then
fuck
it's not
yeah.
exactly
That's why I
how
don't
you
like
thought it
watching
was?
movies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I haven't watched Dune. I won't watch it.
So
Dune?
I don't want it to ruin
I didn't
it.
read the book, so
It took me 3 months to read that book.
Because you hated
It's
it? or
longer than the
because-
Bible. That's why. It's like, no, it was a like really complicated read. I'd have to read the same paragraph like 5 times. And then
So are all three of you the same?
Shit.
Are you guys the same? Where when you're reading a book, like every character has its own voice and has its own. You've
Yeah.
created a
They
story.
look like something. Like you could see things.
well,
Right.
if they
Do
don't,
we have
then
an
the writer
imagination?
sucks.
Yeah.
There are people that don't think like that.
There are
do
people
you
who
mean?
can't see images in their head.
Yes.
Well,
Like,
yeah, we discussed
Or
that. but
don't
that's just
have
fucking
voices.
weird.
Like
oh,
not voices.
I don't.
but
I
like-
don't. I don't have like do you have like a voice that you can hear? Like
You don't
can
have
hear
a
voice?
fucking internal narrator?
We've
I
been
see
looking
more-
for
I
somebody.
see-
Yeah,
I-
we've never met somebody that didn't
I
have
think more in pictures than I think in images than I think of a voice. It's weird.
I have both.
Interesting.
Because somebody asked me that, and they're like, yeah, my like I can hear the voice. Like my voice has like a sound.
So
to
you don't
me.
have it in your monologue, and you can't.
I
like,
do, but I think more situationally.
I have a little person in my head that's talking to me,
Really?
like a
But
little
it's-
one,
I'm like, that's
a little
it's
me.
interesting. I don't think that way. It's weird.
Really?
So explain to us the way you think.
Explain
'cause
how
we
you
don't
think.
get it.
No.
We don't understand.
I don't know. I've tried to put this in words before, but it's hard to.
But since you don't have words going
it's
on
like-
in your head, you
yeah.
can't. That's,
I don't.
Checks
I
out.
have
Okay.
I have situations like when I was thinking about this, I wasn't thinking about like what are we gonna talk about, like the words, what we're gonna be saying. Like I was thinking about sitting here and like I could see us talking, like I could see us doing this, but I wasn't imagining the words.
that's funny because I've invited a lot of guests to be on this, and they always ask me, like, what are the topics that we're going to talk about this week? You know, what blah blah blah, and the way you asked the questions was different.
What did I?
You still asked like, but you didn't ask what are we talking about. You asked how are we doing this. Are you just gonna like fucking wing it off? You know,
That's what I'm saying. I was imagining the situation in my
Yes,
head, and I was
that makes sense
imagining
now.
you talking.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I wasn't imagining the words that
like
were
people,
coming out of your mouth.
most of the time, people want to like specifically what topics are we talking about? Like, what are we gonna say? What are you gonna, you know? She didn't ask me that. She's like, well, so what's gonna happen?
And the little
Like,
person
what
in
do you
my
mean?
Yeah.
head.
Just show up.
Like,
I
what are you
literally
gonna
told her,
talk
stop
about?
asking me questions, just show up. She's like, well, what are we just gonna like wing it? And like, yeah, just fucking show up. She's like, okay. I guess.
I'm gonna bring
There
the
you go.
vibes then. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. I
That's
see
fucking
everything like
weird.
that. Like whenever I was in school too, I don't like memorize the words. I'd like see the picture of
I do
what I
both.
wrote.
No, I just memorize the words.
No, I do both.
I would like see on the page where it was, where I wrote it. I
'Cause
had to
there's-
write
Okay,
it.
well, I can see that too. I used to do that too.
But there's certain situations where if someone is to ask me, "Hey, do you remember what happened with X?" Right? And in my
don't.
head, I'm going through it like a movie where I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah, I don't do that.
you're
I can't do
talking to
that.
me
You
about
don't?
this."
I can't.
Yeah,
I
I
have
can.
terrible memory.
That's weird.
I can actually like I will be the one to
Are you seeing it or are you
Yes,
hearing what you
both.
talked about?
both.
More.
Like it's like, okay, what was I doing? I was sitting at my desk. Okay, I wrote it down here, and where did it? Like it's
Yeah.
like a visual. It's like a movie that's playing in my head.
I can just remember words.
Well, that's why people. It's like
Mine is a movie.
It's a tactic. It's a tactic for memorizing things where people tell you to, if you need to memorize something, you make up a story in your head about it, and so you see like something
So
you
you
can
remember
see,
it.
something you can remember visually because it helps you remember stuff.
Yeah, I don't
But
do
I
that.
could.
It's more effective.
Maybe I don't know.
And
Like,
they also say to be careful with, not be careful, but if you study with music, that can be more hurtful because when you're actually taking a test, you can't have music on when you're taking a
oh, there's
test.
a fucking soundtrack going on in my head. all the time.
Right, but for some it works. I used to study with music in the background because it kind of just you have it in background noise. But I find that when I'm actually taking the test, if I don't have that music in the background,
But you don't hear it in the background when you're trying to remember?
no.
That's weird.
Well, it depends on if I'm looking back to my memory where I'm like, I know this answer. What was I doing when I figured this answer out? Like there's certain things that trigger that memory to come back, but that can also be a bad thing because it's like you're missing if you don't have that
You're missing
same
a piece of it. Yeah.
Yes. If you don't have that same music, you're missing a piece of it, so you're not going to remember it. It's interesting how we think.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, Joe was the one who set up speakers and stuff in our job trailer, and I never had that. It's like he has like a. It's like you always have to have the music going.
have
He
to.
has a mini musician in his head.
Yeah, for real.
I can't focus without it.
It's interesting. Like even before that, you were always playing something out of your computer, and if it wasn't, and that has been an adjustment for me. I'm not used to that. Well, we worked in silence for 2 years.
Again, I haven't worked with a group this large in a while. And I know that for some people, it definitely doesn't work. So I was curious to see who was going to be the first one to go over there and turn it off.
And nobody's really done it. I feel like everybody's adjusting,
Yeah.
but it took some adjusting for me. Sometimes I have to put headphones on. It has to be something without lyrics so I can read and focus.
So for
but-
me, when I'm scheduling, I can't have lyrics. It can't be a song that I can sing along to. 'cause I
Exactly.
will.
I'll start doing that.
So I listen to jazz when I'm scheduling because it's music that I know, but it just helps me focus.
I put that on and somebody was like, "Is this elevator music?"
Yeah,
I'm like, man,
100%.
Yes, bitch.
I'm like, I'm not. Y'all don't let me have nothing.
That's the response there. Yes, bitch.
I'm like, I like it.
I don't know. I feel like if I have my own music, because I have my headphones when I'm at work, if I'm focused on something and I have my headsets on, I'm more irritated when when somebody comes to me and interrupts.
Like when you're watching a movie and somebody talks to you.
We're leaving that.
Then clearly the movies that I watch are boring because I can't get that concentrated, or it's the fact that the surroundings
you
don't
just
let
like
me
movies.
get
It's
that.
fine. It's cool.
It's kind of whatever. But
No, I mean, I'm serious. Like you just don't. You're not a movie person.
I'm not a movie person. I'm not a music person. Just don't
not a person.
play any sound.
Okay, here's
I'm
something
overly stimulated.
that
Easily.
that I've been like hearing about recently. I don't know if y'all have heard about this, but there is a big like experiment in a podcast and a documentary that all came out at the same time about, I think, mostly nonverbal autistic kids having telepathy with their parents. Like weirdly, they did
Really?
There was a lot of parents that had, and I worked with nonverbal autistic kids for like 2 years.
George, you on this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's called the telepathy tapes or something like that. But it's these parents who, they were kind of afraid to speak out about it at first, to say like, I think my nonverbal autistic child knows what I'm thinking, knows what I'm looking at. Like they sound crazy for saying it, but a bunch of parents came out and then they started hearing about each other. So they all started communicating with this one doctor and they started doing these experiments with these kids where,
The Autism Cafe.
yeah, wait.
Ooh, I need to know more.
It's crazy. Like I don't know how like some people could say it's like calculated, whatever. What does it say? Calculated pseudoscience. But they did a lot of experiments where they had
I
these
hate the word
kids in
pseudoscience.
completely different rooms and they could tell exactly what their parents were looking at, if it was numbers, pictures, something like.
Oh, okay. To that extent,
Yeah,
that sounds like pseudoscience.
it does. But like there's a long podcast about it, a documentary. It's very interesting.
What's the name of the documentary?
What's the name of the podcast?
I'd watch it.
I think it is the telepathy tapes.
Yeah.
The
Exactly
podcast?
what it's called.
Both.
Both. Yeah, both.
All right.
Podcast
I'm
and
watching
the-
that. maybe
So there's
tonight.
some people that believe it and there's some people that don't. But I watched it and I thought it was very interesting.
I think it goes hand in. I think not hand in hand, but do you believe that a parent has a gut instinct? It just in general.
Yeah, like have you ever had a moment as a mom where you're like, something is wrong with my kid, like
Yes.
right now, and they're not even around you, but you know something's happening.
Yes, but it's more of something. When something's not right. That instinct, where some people say that they don't have it at all,
Yeah.
but
But these kids will look at like a string of numbers in a completely different like place than their parents. And then if the mom is looking at something, like they can type the numbers over and over again. They get it right every time. It's like something you can't explain.
I gotta watch this.
Yeah. Then y'all can talk about
I'm
it on
intrigued.
another one.
I want to know more.
It was very interesting.
But that's what I was gonna say. Where it's like if one as a parent has that instinct with their kid, why can't that be a thing?
There's a lot of
You
stuff.
don't feel that way even about yours, where it's like what? I mean, even as simple as when they're sick, when you don't know that like they're not sick yet, but it's like you look at them and it's like fuck, you're gonna get sick.
That's just empathy.
That's not empathy.
That's next
Logic?
level empathy.
I don't know.
No, but you can't look at before your kid gets sick. You cannot look at them and say fuck, they're
Before
gonna
they
get
get
sick.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that's telepathy. I'm saying it's empathy.
Yeah.
Empathy is feeling bad for them.
That's not what empathy is.
These are like larger
what empathy
claims.
Yeah.
Larger claims.
Yeah, knowing the numbers or something like that. And then
Google it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
telepathy.
crazy.
Well, I mean, they're like nonverbal, so they'd be clicking on images even,
Yeah.
and like seeing which one is my mom looking at, or like I don't know.
That's wild.
It's crazy. Y'all should watch it and then talk about it because
Do you think it's more of the? I mean,
Homework.
it's more of the kid than it is the parent, right?
Well,
Well, it's the
yeah.
connection, and it's mostly with the mom and the kid, because it's both of them. Like It's
But
not like the
just confirmed
autistic
it.
kid can guess anything out of anywhere. It's
Okay.
like they can. It's like specifically with the parent that they have that connection.
But is the mom, like as she's saying, is the
Mm-hmm.
mom guessing what the kids can do, or is the kid more guessing what mom can do,
it's what they're seeing.
or what
Like,
they're seeing?
yeah,
Whatever.
But
But,
it's
is
the
it
kid or
both?
the mom?
But is it both ways?
The kid is guessing. The mom is only looking at something.
Right. It doesn't go the other way.
So I'm looking at a butterfly, and my kid that is in another room is saying, "My mom is looking at a butterfly."
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So your
Analogy doesn't check.
analogy doesn't check out.
Right,
doesn't
because
go the
it's the
other way.
opposite. Right, because it's the opposite.
But I mean, it's
Yeah.
the whole idea of intuition and what that means to you. It's like some people feel like they have a certain.
That's not intuition,
feeling.
though.
In a certain way, I feel like it is.
It's not like that's downright telepathy.
Yeah.
So is it just autism kids, or
Well, that's the experiment they did was with specifically mostly nonverbal.
So do you think it's
autistic
true?
Kids. I
Do you
mean, if
believe
you
in
watch it,
telepathy?
it's kind of hard to be like, yeah, that's not true. Like, how did they do that?
I have to watch it.
Like, if you watch the kid do it, like the kid's completely somewhere else.
But
And
let's say you hadn't watched that. Before you watched that, did you believe telepathy was a thing?
I don't think anything is out of the
Impossible.
realm of possibility. After I took a few classes and I learned about a lot about like quantum chemistry, whatever, like things that basically it's what scientists are researching that isn't like, it's stuff that you don't even really tell people in the public because they don't really like, it doesn't jive with what we normally see as like the rules of life, the rules of physics. Like there's a lot of things that we don't understand about the world.
Yeah.
have
agreed?
Have you ever been in a situation, not a situation, but have you ever had a scenario where you're thinking about someone, you're thinking about telling them something, and then all of a sudden that person either texts you or contacts you?
Yeah, all that
Yeah.
all the time.
Isn't that kind?
There's
I
and
feel
there's
like that's a form of telepathy.
well
I was
there's
going to say telepathy.
what is it called whenever
I mean, that's how
whenever
it's
there's
spelled.
two particles completely different parts of
that.
the world that what is it called?
But that I guess I'm comparing it to that because there's times that even, but it's not with everyone. It's genuinely not with everyone. Like you have that connection with certain people, right? So I like there's certain situations where that's my sister. In some situations where it's in my head, I'm like, fuck, I gotta like. You're just thinking about that person, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, out of nowhere, that's the person that. It's like, oh, I just needed to talk to you. Or I was just
Or they
thinking
text
about
you
you.
at the same time.
That you're texting
Y'all send
them.
the same message at the same time.
You don't have it with everyone. You don't, but I feel like there's like a close bond.
It
So
happens to me with literally anyone. Not everyone, anyone. Like it doesn't have to be a specific person. But it just happened to me last week and I was thinking about it. Because like somebody had texted me or we were planning to do something. I don't remember who it was. I was about to look it up, but I don't want to. And
Fair.
something reminded me of it, and I'm like, "Fuck! I need to text this person back." And right when I thought that, they texted me.
do you think that's kind of
Middle of the
Partially-
day, random, fucking Tuesday, 11:55.
do you think that it has anything to do partially law of attraction?
What is that?
You've never heard of the law of attraction?
Of course, I've heard of it,
Oh,
but what is it? Define it for me.
Where you think
George.
you think of it so much that you attract it.
with no doubt.
You
It
gotta fact
has
check
to
that.
be with no doubt.
With no
like
doubt. Like
telepathy?
it's you're just thinking about it so much that it like it comes
What
to
do you
you.
mean so much though? Like I literally just thought, "Oh fuck, I need to text this person back." That was my thought.
No,
So
it's like,
here's an example that I think I talked about it on here. A real life scenario, and he tells this story because this is the moment. This was the epiphany for him. My brother's friend, a friend of ours as well, he said that he had TMI, but he had no toilet paper at home. And he had no toilet paper at home. He had no paper towel. He had nothing. So he would go to his mom's house to to use the restroom. Literally, that was
That's actually easier.
He
Makes more
wouldn't
sense.
he wouldn't take toilet paper home. He wouldn't take any toilet paper home. He wouldn't take any nothing.
You wouldn't steal.
He would stop at his mom's house to go take a shit.
There's
Bottom line.
one over there, George.
It doesn't work.
Bottom line, that's what he was doing, right? And it happened, and then the next day, literally. I forgot to stop at the grocery store. I forgot to do whatever. I still don't have toilet paper. Let me go to my mom's house. Luckily, I mean, it was down the street, so it's whatever. But at the end of the day, it was several days that he went without toilet paper. And on one random day, like every day, it was like, damn, like I forgot the toilet paper again. This happened for, I think he said, several days that this happened. And then one day he gets home and he gets an advertisement from Charmin, like one of those toilet paper advertisements. Yeah. But it was a whole roll of fucking toilet paper. How many times have you guys gotten a whole roll of toilet paper as advertisement?
That's weird.
And he said that was the day, and he tells people about it all the time because he's like, that's the day that I believed in the law of attraction, because every damn day I thought about how I didn't have any toilet paper, how I had to take a shit, how every day I was going to my mom's house, and he would be reminded as soon as he was almost going to his house, and it's like the one day that he could not, like, he was like, I had to go so bad that I could not wait to go to my mom, so I stopped at mine, and there was a roll of toilet paper at his doorstep. He's like, and it was like, it came with a coupon of buy my toilet paper. And I looked at him, I was like, are you lying? He's like, no. He's like, when have you gotten toilet paper as advertisement? Like a whole roll of toilet paper.
What a coinkydink.
I've never gotten a whole roll of toilet paper for advertising.
I never even heard of that.
That's
See?
George. Yeah, that's odd.
That he thought about it.
That's odd.
So
pull the keyboard tray out.
Because I've never had toilet paper dropped off at my house.
And he
on
said
the
that
left,
was
there should be a
like who's advertised roll toilet paper?
I think
like
I'll have to ask him
is.
because he gives you this play-by-play, and because he tells you, he's like,
that doesn't work.
This was the mind-blowing moment.
Unplugged it.
Because my brother always used to talk to him about the law of attraction, and he.
Yeah, but who's what toilet paper company is dropping off toilet paper?
A startup.
And that's the thing is
toilet paper startup.
I will ask him.
You remember that shit?
I will ask him because literally this is the story that he tells people.
That one. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to walk George through some basic.
No. You continue. I just can't find where it's plugged in.
Continue.
Yeah, continue.
That is his story because my brother would always talk to him about the law of attraction, and it's you got to be positive, blah 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 blah. Law of attraction.
Here's my theory.
You attract what you think.
His mom's like,
no,
his mom's like, stop coming to my fucking house.
She was trying to make him feel less embarrassed.
Hold on.
Like, stop coming to my house.
Wait, your mom.
Stay your ass at your house.
You guys
She
say
put a
your
damn
mom.
coupon in there. And
Your mom would drop off
free.
one, or she would drop off a pack.
She was trying to send a message. She would drop off one.
She's freaking him out.
It worked, but
after
he
that,
had said
it's never happened again.
He said after that. He's like, I believe in the law of attraction. He's like, I thought about this damn toilet paper for a very long time, and it just popped up at my damn door. I'm going to share it with
you. You know
him.
what? I've thought about Salma Hayek for a long time, and she's yet to pop up at my door.
You haven't thought about her hard enough.
Oh, I beg to differ. And I'm not even going to,
elaborate
on that.
The second episode, back to back, the Salma Hayek's been brought up.
Hey, that's a law of attraction.
Law of attraction. There you go. There you go.
But he has too much doubt, so she'll never come.
The doubt it was killed it.
Salma Hayek.
I know. Never have nothing nice.
What? Hey, I had asked y'all a question that y'all never answered.
What?
What do you?
Oh, I still don't know. That's why I kept going because I still don't know.
Think.
What was the question?
The one that what everybody loves that you hate.
I answered it.
What did you say?
Theater, the movies.
Yeah.
You can't steal mine. You
No, I
gotta think
can't.
something.
No, I can't. That everybody loves and I hate. Let's see. I said onions.
It can't be
Apparently,
onions.
that's not a proper.
Onions is not.
Is cilantro an issue?
No,
No.
there's people that think it
That's
tastes like
genetic.
Soap.
Yeah.
Soap.
That's
I
Weird.
am.
I found that out last year.
I
There's
am
a
that
sickness
person.
for
So
that.
tripped out by it.
I am that person. I don't like
It's an
cilantro.
actual-
It's the texture. It's the texture. It's
tastes
I've
like
never
every other
seen-
leafy
I can't
green.
believe that shit.
no.
don't like it
It
either?
doesn't.
Oh, I fucking love it. What do you
I was
mean?
gonna say y'all fake Mexicans.
Yeah, no, it's
It tastes weird. I don't like
You're
it.
weird, yeah.
I don't like it. I'll cook with it because there's certain things that you can't cook without cilantro, but I won't.
Like a taco?
No, like if you put cilantro in beans,
I can definitely make beans without cilantro.
it gives it a different flavor.
It does, but it's a good flavor.
But
a
you
soapy
need that.
flavor.
No, not. If you don't like cilantro, then yes, it might taste soapy.
No, that's an actual like sickness.
I know.
Okay,
I can't do cilantro for that. Like
But
it's
not because it tastes like
appetizing.
soap. just because you don't like it.
I don't like the flavor.
Does it taste like soap?
I don't know if that's the flavor that I get. I
Maybe
just
it
know
tastes
that I
like
don't
soap.
like it. That's why I don't know if that's the flavor.
That's some, we can,
You know,
Bring the soap.
there's a lot of
Bring
things.
the soap. Bring the cilantro.
Soap
Bring
is
this up.
not.
Let's do this right now.
Okay, what else? Hold on. He answered it. What's yours?
I don't have one off the top of my head. There's not a lot of things that I vehemently hate.
like, just dislike.
Yeah, but even that.
I don't like people.
I knew you were gonna say
Yeah.
that.
That's universal. That's universal. Nobody
Yeah,
likes
not
people.
a lot of people don't like people.
What about you, George?
George being quiet.
Too quiet.
Mexicans.
Wow,
Damn.
that's
Cálmate,
crazy.
güey.
All the Mexicans. Can't
That's
stand
crazy.
them. No, I'm kidding, guys. What do I hate? Ranch.
No, what do you?
What?
Like,
Nobody doesn't
like
what?
ranchers.
You hate ranch?
I despise ranch. It's
The
just
flavor?
It's
Yeah,
disgusting.
see, that's a good one.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
just
It's
weird.
good.
Ranch,
Especially
yeah.
here.
Y'all like ranch?
Ranch is delicious.
It's just no. It's just weird.
My
I know
middle
what
child
Olivia's
can
would be.
drink that
Ketchup.
shit.
Ketchup.
Oh, that's random.
She doesn't like ketchup.
That's
My
weird.
husband doesn't either.
Weirdos.
Why do
yeah.
people
don't-
like oysters?
I don't like ketchup all that much either.
A lot of people don't
Oysters
like
are good.
oysters.
That's
like, I don't
true.
like oysters either, unless they're fried. And
Like
Fried and raw are good.
they have cheese on them.
when I buy fries, usually
Hot
I'll eat them
sauce.
with ranch.
All the things.
I'll eat
that-
them with ranch, not ketchup.
What?
Fries.
Oh, I thought you
you
were
know
going to
what?
say oysters.
I usually won't eat them with ketchup. I don't really like ketchup,
I like ketchup.
honestly.
Are you guys mustard fans?
I
am.
love mustard.
I hate
I ate
mustard.
a hot
Okay.
dog with mustard, not
Yeah,
ketchup.
not ketchup.
And that's my husband.
I never eat ketchup.
I didn't eat certain things
What?
with
You have
mustard.
it with mustard, not ketchup.
A hot
Mustard's
dog?
weird.
Yeah.
The way it's supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
My husband will say the same thing.
Who says it's supposed to be with mustard?
Well, have you
A
ever
lot
had
of
one?
people, Texas people.
People with taste.
49 states.
I don't know about that one.
It's all right.
48.
No, that's all right.
Maybe 45.
Okay.
Let's see, what else?
Okay, this is weird, but I don't really like eating a full steak. Like, I don't like just sitting down and eat a steak. Like, I get tired of the same flavor multiple times.
Get a
like-
small steak. I
Yeah,
feel you.
like
I don't
I'll eat
it.
I'll eat it like a fillet more than I'll eat. But I love
Exactly.
it. I like how
And-
ribeye tastes, but I can't eat a full one. I don't want to sit there and eat.
It feels weird
20
to order the
pieces of
fillet
meat.
because I actually like the ribeye and I actually like the New York strip.
So I'll
but
eat the
they're
half
huge.
of it. Yeah.
It's a lot.
The size of a fillet that costs twice as much as a ribeye is perfect.
Sirloin isn't
So-
that bad.
It's
But
really
ribeye
good.
tastes better.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
won't sit there and I won't be like, oh my God, I want a whole steak right now.
So
That's
do you
fair.
like leave half of it there? What do you do?
I
No,
will.
I power through and I fucking eat it because I ain't no bitch. But I don't enjoy it. I only
No, I
enjoy the
wasn't-
first half of it.
No, I only ate half of it.
Exactly.
I was just going to
So-
say, I only ate
what she
half
said.
of it with the sides.
No, I can't. I'm not gonna leave a steak on the plate. Come on, I'm a man.
Can't do that.
I'm not going to
Okay,
eat for no
take
reason.
it home. God. Take it home.
With a loaded mash on the side.
Sometimes I do bring it home actually.
Exactly, and it's better the next day anyways.
And cut it up and you make a taco out of
Breakfast,
it.
a breakfast taco. Hello.
Yeah.
Have y'all played that game? There's a game that I played recently, and it's called No Sabo. But it's
I
a bunch
haven't
of
played
like
it.
Do you
cards.
have it?
Y'all should. Y'all, I think
have
it'd be
it?
cool to play for.
Bring it
I
to
don't
work.
have. Yeah, I don't have it. I played it
Oh,
for the
we're gonna
first
order
time
it.
at
We're
like
gonna
a
We have to order it.
game night.
I'm
'Cause
sure there's
that's
an
gonna
app.
be
We gotta
fun.
do it on.
It'd be funny
On
because
here.
there's some discourse that goes on with the answers.
It's really funny.
What do you mean?
At least the
Well, because it's like, what was one of the questions? Oh, it's like, what is your? It says like some stuff is like, do you know the word for this? The Spanish word for this is like a weird word.
that's the ones
But
that
then
I've
it'll be
seen.
like, what does your grandma keep in an old cookie tin?
Sewing
Money.
kit.
Sewing kit.
Yeah.
Sewing kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh,
like
and an old cookie tin.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Yes.
No
100%.
mames.
you open it up, you see buttons in
I was
there,
thinking
you
like a
see
cookie
needles.
thing.
You
Yeah.
never
No.
see a cookie though.
No, it was the most disappointing.
I'm pretty sure she dumped the cookies in the trash and put hers.
No, we ate them.
Those cookies are delicious. So now,
They are
as
pretty
my
fucking
old
good.
ass likes those cookies. Well,
They're
un
like
cafecito,
buttery.
you're good.
When was the last time you
Yes.
you saw one of those cookie tins with actual cookies in them?
Sam's.
Never.
Sam's
Dude.
has them.
Really?
It's been
I-
years.
play some
Sam
next week?
around
Christmas time?
Sam's around Christmas time.
Okay,
They sell
so
a bunch of the tins.
You're in charge of getting cookies
I
for
got
us.
you. I 100%. Now that I know you guys like them, I'm on
Who
it.
doesn't like those cookies?
I mean, they're kind of like the
I-
crunchy white cookies.
Buttery.
Like, not everybody
Buttery,
likes that.
and they have salt on top.
Who
It's like
doesn't
a-
like that?
Some people.
She doesn't. She's telling you she doesn't.
I
like that.
kind of do,
Okay,
but
I just downloaded the game.
Oh,
Oh, you can do that.
¿Cómo se dice
I am on-
stretcher?
Stretcher.
stretcher. Duh.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like what?
Camilla?
A stretcher.
Oh, I knew that.
Okay.
Yo,
Everybody's
it's-
gonna say
Everybody
the
say
same.
that.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah, I do that.
A stretcher.
Stretcher. Oh my god.
Oh, that was a trick to get me to pay?
Yeah.
You get one card. That's
How
it.
much? Hey,
Assholes.
I was just gonna say it's willing.
probably
I'm
like
willing to
$5.
pay
Yeah,
that
Now there's a
shit.
game. Fucking.
I'd rather have it on my phone anyways. I won't
hate
lose
this
all the
shit.
damn cards. You know how many kids I have? God
Yeah.
damn, they lose everything.
Okay, I don't know what's
Anywho.
going on. Forget about it.
But yes, I'm on charge of cookie duty because the reason I didn't get them previously is because I can go through one, but not 9. I can go through 1 tin, not 9.
Okay. ¿Cómo se dice equity?
equity, like,
Let me add them.
Man,
Hold on.
like
y'all set me up for a
equity,
failure.
Hey,
Daniel, I need you right now.
I guess. EQUITY.
Equidad.
How do you
Equidad. Equidad, right?
Cuidado.
equity?
Come on, give me an
Spanish.
Patrimonio?
Patrimonio.
Oh, no, that's what she
No
said.
es matrimonio, güey. It's not a marriage.
Matrimonio.
Patri.
¿Cómo se dice tripod?
Tripié.
What?
Is that real?
Trípode.
No.
Wrong.
Trípode.
Where?
He said where?
On this game.
Nah, I'm going to disagree with that one.
Look
As a
up
Mexican,
trípode, please.
I'm going to disagree with that one.
Headboard.
It is trípode.
¿Sí? ¿Ya ves, güey?
Incorrect.
Headboard.
Cabecera.
Damn.
Cabecera.
Okay, this isn't the Joe Show Off show.
Well, come on. Let's go.
Hold on,
Give me
hold
some
on.
answers.
Another fucking game. Goddamn.
He's watching ads.
She's
All
trying
right,
to
George.
cheat.
What's up?
Last one, and then we're gone. Do you know what a pap smear is?
Oh,
The fuck is a
man.
picture?
What?
That was out of left field.
I think all men need to get one.
Okay. I'm for it, George. Let's go get a pap smear.
What the fuck is a passport?
So you
Look
don't
it
know
up.
what a
that
pap
is?
smear is? Okay.
Yep, he just looked it up. Your life has been changed.
No, pull it away. Adrian, do you know what a pap
These
smear
are
is?
fucking easy. Huh? No.
Dang.
Something like
Y'all failed.
you can. You
I know
check
what a pap
yourselves?
smear is. Wait,
Well, I know
are
you know what I hope you know what a pap smear is.
Am I looking at the? Oh,
It's the most
Oh,
traumatizing
shit.
experience of my life. Well, a biopsy and fuck, never
Yeah.
mind. Just let me not traumatize the.
I was gonna say it's graphic.
Yeah, it is.
Can you describe a pap smear for us, George?
It's when you're
Ask,
having
Absolutely not.
Ask Chappie GPT.
Absolutely.
it's when
not.
you're having the most normal conversation possible,
While
small talk
someone-
with the human being, and they're doing some stuff that they should not be doing to you while you having that normal conversation.
That actually checks out. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all up in areas.
All right, I have a question. Is your gynecologist male or female?
Ooh, I went to a male, but then I thought about it because where I worked had a place where you could go search for doctors. Like they had a database of like what's the best one. So when I was in college, the best one that they had rated was a male. So I didn't really think about it. I just booked an appointment. And then I get there and I'm like, wait a second. Like, because that was my first time. I mean, I was in college. Yeah.
Was he hot or was he old?
No, he was old.
Okay.
But then it's like, it's weird though, because it's like, I think the process for doctors, like you don't really get to choose what you do. Like when you match, like you just kind of have to do what they tell you to do. But you have a preference.
No, that's not how that works.
I think
What do you
so.
mean?
Like, have you ever seen those videos where doctors match in the field that they're going to go into? They can tell you, you can say that you want to go into like cardiology, but they can place you in podiatry, and then you have to go study that.
I'm gonna
That's
call
not
bullshit
how-
on
yeah.
that.
Go
I
like
agree.
look it up. Like doctors matching to
I've never
professions.
been to college or university, but I'm gonna call bullshit on.
I thought it was weird
gonna
too.
Tell me what I'm gonna do.
I thought it was weird too because I guess there's not a lot of spot. Like I don't really know the reason for it because I was thinking that too. Like I watched a whole video where there was a bunch of doctors finding out what they matched with, and
That
yeah.
sounds like a fucking aptitude test.
Yeah.
That's fine. Like you would make a great podiatrist, but no, I'm not doing that.
yeah. Which
So-
I guess you don't have to do it, but I don't know exactly how it works. But I've seen videos of people matching with stuff that they didn't want to get, but they still end up doing it. So I was wondering, like, did they choose to be like? Is there a guy that's like, oh my god, like I dream of being a vagina doctor?
That's totally not what I would want to do. That would like desensitize me. Like what?
Yeah, and it does. Like I feel like that, but it's strange.
So as a male, that may, like for you as a male, that may desensitize you, but as a female, I've gone to both, right? As a female, I felt like at this time, as a female, I felt like the male paid more attention because he doesn't have the body parts. So he's listening more to be able to like, okay, you feel A, B, C. Let me do the proper research for it. As opposed to when you go to a female and she's like, yeah, nope, you're fine. You're normal. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Where I feel like a man pays a little more attention because he doesn't have the parts. However, that can also work against
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You-
Like I get what you're saying, but
but that's what I'm saying. Where at that point when I had a guy, it was like, okay, he's paying attention. Great, he's paying attention. But then it got to the point of like, all right, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't have what I have, so fuck
Exactly.
you.
I've heard women say the opposite, where it's like they had a male gynecologist and they didn't feel like he was really listening to them because he doesn't really know like you can't be in a woman's body to experience certain things, so you. Like it's like hard to explain to someone.
And it eventually got there, I feel, because that's what I'm saying. Where it's like eventually it was like, all right, I can't talk to you.
You're like, how
You
you gonna
don't
tell
have one
me?
of
How you gonna
these.
tell me?
You're like, you don't have one of these. Like, you can't tell me if what I'm feeling is normal or not, and that's what makes you go
do you,
to.
do you think they would be more objective than the female?
That's what I think she was saying. It's like
Initially?
you have to take
Yeah.
all the information. Like
Yeah,
Again, it was in the beginning. It was like, okay,
that's
he's
interesting. I
the
never thought
guy
about
is
it
paying
that way.
attention. The guy is paying attention because he doesn't have the body part, so he's listening to you. But then eventually it was like, okay, dude, I'm going to need you to get with the program. Like, do you know what you're doing or not? Like, I want to be able to talk to somebody that can either
But
say,
you want somebody to sympathize with you, so you don't really want an objective observer. You want somebody to say, "Oh, I know what you're going through, and this is."
maybe, but
Is
in
that
the
what you want
end,
from your
I
doctor?
switched. But again, in the end, I switched from a male to a female, and
it's
it worked
better.
out.
Okay,
It
so
worked out.
it's weird because we're just talking about this earlier or whatever. Yeah, earlier. But there was a question or a question that I heard earlier that I was going to bring up, and then I decided not to. But now it's
You have to.
You guys
the gorilla
brought it out of me.
against 100.
Nah.
No, okay, sorry.
Would you? And I didn't know who our guest was, so I thought it was maybe a male, so it was going to be more
Against me.
Oh my god.
They always pick on me.
Would you rather get a massage by a man or get surgery, like critical surgery, from a woman?
I rather
Doctor.
get.
Wait, what? How's
Hold
that
on.
a fucking?
That's two different. Literally
How does
two different
that?
things.
Pick.
I will never get a massage from a male again.
I think you need to provide more context to this question.
And this is fucking recent. I will never get a male.
This is
as
for
a
men.
masseuse.
This is for men.
Oh.
I guess the question's for men. That's what I was,
okay. That's
what
a
I was
dude
saying.
thing. Okay. I won't get a
me?
massage from a man. A
And
man.
George.
Would I rather get a massage from a man or a surgery from a woman?
Yeah.
What?
I'll get a surgery from
Like
a
your
woman.
brain surgery.
Yeah, brain surgery.
I don't.
That was a joke, but I guess it was a joke.
Wait, where the
George,
fuck y'all going?
what the fuck? Damn, I killed it.
Small bladders?
I actually have to pee really bad too.
Me too. We're recording for 2 hours through. God damn it!
Okay,
'cause we're
George.
men.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
The women left us. It's just us. Let's talk shit about them.
It
They're
was
never gonna listen to this. George, have a seat.
thank you.
Thank you. Come on.
It's been
it
a
was
while. Just sit over here.
it was a family guy.
I think I
question.
would go. I'd go with a man massage. I'd take the man. I wouldn't get it.
100%.
Yeah,
But nothing against women surgeons. Like, if she's the best, she's the
They
best.
probably can do it.
But a woman can't massage my shoulders. Like, they don't. There's only one lady, and that's only because she like walks on my shoulders.
you need to
Yeah, like,
get.
I need the strength.
I need those knots get taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
you
right,
need to
so I'll
fix those
provide
knots, dude.
more context. He asked the question, and then they're like, "So, is a male gay?"
Yeah, I don't really
they're
care as
like-
long as they got strong hands.
No,
Yeah.
and then they're like, and then he's like, wait, there's a plot twist. Plot twist. The woman's Hispanic or Spanish. And then they're like, okay, well, is she Spanish? Like from Spain? And they're like, no. And they're like, oh.
Shit, no. She's let's see.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah, no, I just want strong hands.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm
I
gonna-
want
then
strong
at-
hands and I want steady hands. I don't really give a shit.
At the end,
Like,
it's,
which one is which?
At the end, it's like, so the question is, do you want a massage from a gay man or die? So.
Sorry,
It
I
is what
took
it
over a
is.
little bit. Is she in the restroom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Golly,
I had to go. I was too afraid to ask.
Not really have to go.
Yeah,
Everybody
I
already
mean, I
went.
was gonna say we've been recording for a while now.
Are you saying we can stop anytime now?
Do y'all want? It's up to you.
We gotta wait for Adriana.
Oh, to sign off?
Do we?
Never.
All right, we're good.
No. Put the respect on your name.